suggestion we're going to need is of a crime you would like to commit. So audience, still keep giving us suggestions of well-known characters from fiction.
Stealing Ronald McDonald's big shoes. The world has run out of ice cream.
We're going to do the dance of the headless chickens.
Okay, so we've got Rocky seducing a crocodile.
Okay.
The people what they want!
Give them what they want! Are going to play a game which is called Styles Clash.
Styles Clash?
Verbatim. We are going to move on to our final challenge of the show as an impression battle tournament. So
Hello, Georgie. We're going to make a lovely cake.
I wish my mum was here.
Habe neine Shoes. Neine Shoes. Neine Shoes. No shoes.
Right, now we just have to go back to the future.
That's why I tell everyone to eat my shorts.
Oompa loompa doopa-dee-dee. If you are wise, you'll go out with me.
Yeah, I'm Mary Poppins. Give me super califragilistic XP karaoke dotion.
The crystal of life, which will make us all be able to turn into little tiny mechanical butterflies.
My God, is that possible that we always have to listen to him?
I hate everything.
No! But George is my friend! You don't have any friends! Ah!
There you go. I did a little picture of us all earlier. I was doodling a little bit.
Like a virgin!
Oh, I love the U-bend. I like to get my hands inside the pipe.
I have ways to tickle you to death.
Continue this as Cockney Gerbils.
Extreme Improv, XStreamed champion. Okay, and we are now going to be live. Hello, everyone. Hello.
He's going for it. But that basically should be the whole show, shouldn't it? Because we're going to play lots of improv games where we make up scenes, songs, and stories based entirely on your suggestions.
So Chris, here's what you need to know.
We're going to get straight into our first game in a moment, but first of all, for everyone watching, we're going to need lots of suggestions from you throughout the show.
Give us lots and lots of suggestions.
Give the people what they want!
Okay.
But the first suggestion we're going to need is of a crime you would like to commit. So audience, still keep giving us suggestions of well-known characters from fiction.
Stealing Ronald McDonald's big shoes. The world has run out of ice cream.
We're going to do the dance of the headless chickens.
Okay, so we've got Rocky seducing a crocodile.
Okay.
The people what they want!
Give them what they want! Are going to play a game which is called Styles Clash.
Styles Clash?
Verbatim. We are going to move on to our final challenge of the show as an impression battle tournament. So
Hello, Georgie. We're going to make a lovely cake.
I wish my mum was here.
Habe neine Shoes. Neine Shoes. Neine Shoes. No shoes.
Right, now we just have to go back to the future.
That's why I tell everyone to eat my shorts.
Oompa loompa doopa-dee-dee. If you are wise, you'll go out with me.
Yeah, I'm Mary Poppins. Give me super Vaginistic XD karaoke dotion.
The crystal of life, which will make us all be able to turn into little tiny mechanical butterflies.
My God, is that possible that we always have to listen to him?
I hate everything.
No! But George is my friend! You don't have any friends! Ah!
There you go.
I did a little picture of us all earlier. I was doodling a little bit.
Like a virgin.
Oh, I love the U-bend. I like to get my hands inside the pipe.
I've ways to tickle you to death.
Continue this as Cockney Gerbils.
Extreme Improv, XStreamed champion. Okay, and we are now going to be live. Hello, everyone. Hello.
He's going for it. But that basically should be the whole show, shouldn't it? Because we're going to play lots of improv games where we make up scenes, songs and stories based entirely on your suggestions.
So class, here's what you need to know.
We're going to get straight into our first game in a moment, but first of all, for everyone watching, we're going to need lots of suggestions from you throughout the show.
Give us lots and lots of suggestions.
Give the people what they want!
Okay.
But the first suggestion we're going to need is of a crime you would like to commit. So audience, still keep giving us suggestions of well-known characters from fiction.
Stealing Ronald McDonald's big shoes. The world has run out of ice cream.
We're going to do the dance of the headless chickens.
Okay, so we've got Rocky seducing a crocodile.
Okay.
The people what they want!
Give them what they want! Are going to play a game which is called Styles Clash.
Styles Clash?
Verbatim. We are going to move on to our final challenge of the show as an impression battle tournament. So
Hello, Georgie. We're going to make a lovely cake.
I wish my mum was here!
Father, nine shoes. Nine shoes. Nine shoes. No shoes.
Right, now we just have to go back to the future.
That's why I tell everyone to eat my shorts.
Oompa loompa doopa dee. If you are wise, you'll go out with me.
Yeah, I'm Mary Poppins. Give me super fragilistic XD karaoke dotion.
The crystal of life, which will make us all be able to turn into little tiny mechanical butterflies.
My God, is that possible that we always have to listen to him?
I hate everything.
No! But George is my friend! You don't have any friends! Ah!
there you go.
I did a little picture of us all earlier. I was doodling a little bit.
Like a virgin.
Oh, I love the U-bend. I like to get my hands inside the pipe.
I've ways to tickle you to death.
Continue this as Cockney Gerbils.
Extreme Improv, XStreamed champion. are now going to be live. Hello, everyone. Hello.
He's going for it. But that basically should be the whole show, because we're going to play lots of improv games where we make up scenes, songs and stories based entirely on your suggestions.
So class, here's what you need to know.
We're going to get straight into our first game in a moment, but first of all, for everyone watching, we're going to need lots of suggestions from you throughout the show.
Give us lots and lots of suggestions.
Give the people what they want!
Okay.
But the first suggestion we're going to need is of a crime you would like to commit. So audience, still keep giving us suggestions of well-known characters from fiction.
Stealing Ronald McDonald's big shoes. The world has run out of ice cream.
We're going to do the dance of the headless chickens.
Okay, so we've got Rocky seducing a crocodile.
Okay.
The people what they want!
Give them what they want! Are going to play a game which is called Styles Clash.
Styles Clash?
Verbatim. We are going to move on to our final challenge of the show as an impression battle tournament. So
Hello, Georgie. We're going to make a lovely cake.
I wish my mum was here.
Haben nine shoes. Nine shoes. No shoes.
Right, now we just have to go back to the future.
That's why I tell everyone to eat my shorts.
Oompa loompa doompa-dee-dee. If you are wise, you'll go out with me.
Yeah, I'm Mary Poppins. Give me super.
We should now be live. Can everyone just give me a sound check very quickly?
Hello.
Excellent stuff. So, hello everyone. I am just going to be mostly doing tech-based stuff, but I want to welcome everyone to the Extreme Improv Games Night, and I will be handing over to Ashara.
Hello everyone. Welcome to our, I believe it's our second games night of Extreme Improv. Today we are going to be playing something a bit more traditional. We're going to be playing D&D, Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition. For those who've never played or seen a role-playing game, what you do in this is you essentially play a character, and me, the Dungeon Master, will be putting you through your paces and seeing where the story takes us and what you manage to get up to. I think on that, I will probably step straight into starting this, and then actually, shall we give a quick introduction for everyone first of all?
Yes.
Just give me your real names first of all, everyone, and then we'll do characters in a moment once the game starts.
Just anyone.
Go for it.
Yeah. Start with Shalita.
Hi, I'm Shalita. I'm from America. Hi.
Wonderful.
Hello everyone, my name is David, and I'm from the United Kingdom, but I wish I was in America.
Oh, no, you don't.
I do. Look, I've even got an Extreme Improv logo with a US flag.
Nice.
Cool.
Beautiful.
Great.
My name is Invi. I am originally from Norway, but I'm in the UK.
I'm Danny. I am from the UK as well. I have been to America, and I have not been to Norway.
Wonderful. And like I said before, I am Ashara, and I'm going to be your humble dungeon master today. And today we're going to be starting on a little one-shot of D&D. For those who've never played before or don't understand the rules, that's totally fine. You'll be able to pick it up as you go along. And I'm sure we're going to have a lot of fun. So first of all, I just want to set the scene a little bit. Welcome to Iskibar. This is a realm in which magic covers the land, enchanted creatures roam freely, and brave adventurers, such as all of yourself, aim to fix injustices and sometimes just cause a little bit of trouble. we welcome you today to the town of Kirkwall. This is a town located on either side of the river Kirk, which flows into a huge magical lake, the boundaries of which have still yet to be fully explored. On all sides, Kirkwall is surrounded by a magical jungle, a dense undergrowth under which creatures of all kinds wander around, and once again has never been fully explored. This town would otherwise be somewhat forgotten or dilapidated, if not for the fact that it is the host of a small but still somewhat powerful college for adventurers, known as the Academy. You are all today recent graduates of the Academy and have, through the skin of your teeth, made it through your classes. You've made it through to the end, and you made it through somewhat safely. Though, of course, there have been a number of dangers along the way. I'd like you now, just one by one, to please briefly introduce your characters. I want to hear what your race is, what your class is, and the favourite monster that you managed to defeat whilst you were adventuring at this academy. Let's start with David.
Well, I am a paladin. I'm Knight of the Order. My name is David, the Knight of the Order. And, well, I've been against many monstrous creatures, some of which, just thinking about, leaves me quivering with fear.
Wonderful. So terrifying that even bringing the name of it upon your lips just brings terror. Let's hear from Envy.
Yeah, my name is Joy. I'm a sorcerer. No one really knows where I got my magic from. I was found as a priest when I was little, and he just found me this magical little bundle of joy. Hence my name. I think the best monster I fought was I single-handedly killed a bugbear.
That was a difficult fight. You were on your last legs, and that last little bit of magic managed to tide you over. Let's hear from Shalita next.
Hi, I'm Ricolis, and I'm a half-elf cleric. And I suppose my favorite monster that I fought here, I like to fight monsters a lot, but the Displacer Beast was fun. But it was also looked like a big kitty, so I felt kind of like conflicted, but it was a lot of fun.
Wonderful. Amazing. Yes, you today have, as I said before, you've recently graduated from the Academy. But today, you have received a message, an urgent message, from one of your mentors at the Academy, Argyle. Argyle has asked you that he has just one last task left for you, and would you kindly please just meet him in one of the Academy buildings? And that is where we start today. We start in one of these Academy buildings, just the four of you, as you wait for Argyle to reappear. What would you all like to do?
What do you guys think this could be? Argyle's always full of... I don't know how I feel about Argyle. I mean, he's very good at what he does, but he's not as approachable as some of the other ones, is he?
I think it should be fun.
Yeah.
Agreed.
I'll say a little prayer for us.
That's a great idea. I think we might need it.
I think we should all pray together.
Yeah, let's hold hands. Is that a thing you do?
Yes.
We take hands.
You take each other's hands, and sort of a glowing, magical, arcane energy washes over you as you feel this sort of blissful peace come over as you say a prayer. As you're all sitting there, you start to hear the the gentle clip clop of hooves. As from the outside of the building, along appears Argyle. He's a centaur. He has a sort of long brown centaur body and a sort of brown skin as well on the human part of him. Along his back, he's carrying a long wooden pike, and he clops like confidently up to you. Hello, everyone. Glad that you could all make it here today. I thank you once again for appearing. I know that it's quite unusual to contact students once they are left, but we need your assistance one last time. You may have noticed on the way into here today that the buildings were a little emptier, you could say, than usual. Perhaps there are a few students around. We've had somewhat of a problem. A few students seem to have disappeared over the last few days, and I've had to put a stop to it. No more students are coming here until we can be certain that, indeed, that the cause of this will be found.
Well, we need to get to the bottom of this.
Indeed.
I agree.
Absolutely.
This is he sort of like hands you like a small handwritten piece of parchment, which has a number of names on it. He says, "These are the list of the names of people who have most recently disappeared. We have Lionel Rorish, Flankith Duranath, Centara Nugent, and most recently we have Gaz Kreth."
Not Gaz.
I know you were close with him. I know you were close with Gaz. And I presume you would recognize the rest of these even in passing. They're obviously younger students at the school.
Oh, Lionel. He started that one food fight. I like Lionel.
Yes, we were cleaning pies out of the whoever thought to give a bard a pie. And he sort of like wistfully looks off, and you can sort of see like almost the horrors of the pie fight like just reflected in his eyes. What would you like to do?
I say, well, you must have trained us well. If we can't sort this out, then our education's been a bit of a waste, hasn't it?
I think we will stand with you and help to solve this. We will do whatever is required of us.
Thank you. That would be much appreciated. Gaz is the one who's most recently gone missing. I think you should know, and he's all handed you a piece of paper with his address on it. And you would know that, hold on, I'm just going to try and share my screen here. You would know that this is in an area of the town. Can you see that map?
Yes.
Great. You would know that's in an area of the town called the Reddicks. You're currently in the college district.
Off-campus student, I see.
Yes, I mean, many of our students, of course, live sometimes within the district, and some of them live within the Reddicks. But now that you mention it, all of the students who have gone missing do indeed live in the Reddicks.
That's interesting. Is there anything else that links them?
He sort of looks like he draws a blank. Give me a quick investigation check to see if you can think of anything that would link it.
Right.
Like anyone can also do this as well. Feel free to make an investigation check. Anyone.
Oh, that's a 3 from me.
No, you don't know anything that links them.
I have
David,
a 0.
You have a 0.
Yes, unfortunately, investigation skills are not my forte.
Bono?
Yeah, I'm a 0 as well.
0 as well. Did you all roll nat ones?
I rolled a 2.
You rolled a 2.
I rolled a 19.
Oh, you rolled a 19. Okay, sorry. Okay, yes, with a 19. Yes, so sorry. When you're making your check, roll the d20 and then add your modifier to that. So we got a 19 from David. Bono, we have a 2. Ricolis, if you care to do one, you don't have to. It's up to you. Oh, you're on mute.
Okay. Do I re-roll my 1, or am I just adding the 1 to?
You just add it. So you got that 1 on the roll there.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So let's go. So Ricolis, you don't actually even know who these students are. You've never met them. Completely blank. Joy, you feel like you've maybe seen you've seen Lionel before, but you don't know anything about any of the others. Bono, what did you get again? Sorry.
I got a 2.
2. Okay, yeah, similar situation. You don't really know any of them. David, however, David is fairly knowledgeable about them. You, in fact, you were there at the pie fight, and one thing you remember from the pie fight is that all four of these people were fighting together, and you remember, yes, of course, they've all done some adventuring together at some point. They're not like a fixed party where they will always do it, but
now I
done
think
a lot
about
together.
it, I was at the pie fight, and I do recall that they have all done some adventuring together.
Oh, that's useful to know.
So perhaps they are adventuring together, and if they're all from the Reddocks, perhaps we should start looking there to see if they've left any clues.
I think that makes sense.
It's strange that they all disappear one after another when they all know each other. If they went adventuring together, you'd assume they all went at the same time. I'm
Do
sure
you
we'll
think that
figure
they
this
actually
out.
went missing?
I mean, they're supposed to be here right now, aren't they? Time has started.
Could it be that they were fleeing from something?
One by one, though.
Seems unlikely.
Well,
Let's go
I
to the
do
Reddit.
like Yeah, I like that idea to go check out and see if there are clues.
So you think it's a small town? It shouldn't take us long to get there.
Oh, yeah. Wonderful. Yeah. Argyle is sort of like nodding along. Oh, yes, I do remember they all got detention together. And like for a second, it looks like he remembers something, but then it sort of like flashes away behind his memory. Might I give these to you? It may be dangerous out there, and we don't want our new graduates to be struck dead by something horrible now, do we? And he hands each of you a healing potion.
Oh, let me just put that in my pocket.
Not very much.
Yes.
And he says, and one last thing, this may come in use. This is a ascending stone. I have the other one here. Should you perhaps need to communicate with me, please feel free to send me a short message along one of these. Please be aware that you can only do this twice, so you can send a message and I can send one back, and you can send a message and I can send one back. But after that, they will just become regular rocks that you could use for just skipping, perhaps.
We will make sure to message you before we start the skipping, otherwise you might get a strange message from some underwater creature.
Yes, I have on occasion heard a few splish, splash, splish, splash, and then the weirdly squid-like noises of a great kraken.
Oh.
Ooh, we're not going swimming then.
No, probably best. The magical lake is off limits for swimming and skinny dipping for a reason.
Yeah. Yeah, we've never been in the lake, have we?
Well, speak for yourself.
What was that, young man? What did you say, Bono?
I said I'm a half elf.
That's what you
If I
said.
had any jurisdiction over you, you might be in trouble now.
It's a
And
good
he
thing we're
clip-clops
real
off.
adults now.
Yes, indeed. And he clip-clops off around the corner. What would you all like to do?
Piece of paper, address. Anyone want to do anything before we go nosy around someone else's house?
I guess just make sure that we have all of our gear that we're going to need, just in case.
Let's check what supplies we should take with us.
So for the purpose of this, you have all of your gear, you have your swords, your weaponry and everything.
Okay.
You have some rations in case you need to have a snack already. You've got plenty of water and stuff
Well, I think
for at least a
that's
few days' travel.
Us got everything, and we're ready to go then.
I've got a 50 foot
I'm
of rope.
ready.
So ready. Right. To the Reddocks.
Wonderful. You make your way down out of the main building of the academy, passing through the courtyard where there's like a big fountain at the center. There's like this is of course a magic fountain, as like water sort of flows upwards in a way that it really shouldn't. And you sort of make your way past the courtyard and head down into the Reddocks, which is much more of a residential area, a lot of housing, sort of narrow, small streets. It takes you a few minutes until finally you make it to Gaz Kreck's house, and you find his house there. From the outside, it's just a small sort of two-story sort of house. It looks fairly normal, and things look okay from the outside. What would you like to do?
I think we should.
Maybe one of us should knock on the door. Just
That's a
to be
sensible
polite.
way of doing it. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Go on, David.
I would still like if one of us were to volunteer to go around the back of the building just to see if any activity happens whilst the door is being knocked.
Sure, I will do that.
I'll knock on the door.
Cool. Bono, you creep round the back. The way these houses are, they're sort of like single row houses. So you manage to go around there and you sort of find, like, you sort of creep through a few alleyways and sort of go there to the back. There is the little door at the back, but it seems to be closed as well. And there's a window up high. So you knock on the door, is that right, Ricolis?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Cool. You sort of wait for a few moments, and things are just quiet.
Well, I did all I can do.
Right, we tried it the good way. Now
Should I knock on the back door just to let them know that if anyone's in there, they're surrounded?
Go ahead.
You knock again at this door, and again, actually, everyone give me a quick perception check to see if you hear anything. So again, roll your d20 and add the modifier for your perception.
Oh, so I got a 16 plus 4. Is it 20?
20.
I have a 4 plus 0 is 4.
11.
4.
11 plus
and 11.
1.
Cool. So you got 12. Okay, great. Yeah. So with all these scores, you sort of listen out to see if you can hear anything. You sort of listen for the creaking of floorboards or anything like that. You're confident now that the house is seems to be empty.
I'm going to use thaumaturgy to slam the door open flamboyantly. Unless it's locked.
Cool, amazing. If you're going to do that, then I think we're going to introduce ourselves to one of Joy's, the Joy of Joy, which is that she is a wild magic sorcerer. We're making a slight change to the normal rules, so on any magical spell that Joy casts, Joy will have to roll a d20, and then we will see whether it triggers a wild magic surge. So can you roll me a d20, please, and give me the result?
Yeah. Oh, please. Oh, that's a 6.
That's a 6. On a 6, nothing, no magic surge this time. But the door does slam open loudly. Sort of a little bit of dust flies down from behind the door as you do this thing. You can see inside the house from outside. It's quite dark. And Bono, you also hear this from the other side. You hear this door slam open. What would you all like to do?
I just poke my head in and look to see if there's anything out of the ordinary. Like if there's any visible trap type things.
Cool. Yeah, you start to walk inside with your head if you're looking for like trap type stuff.
Yeah.
What did you get?
What am I rolling?
It was.
What was it? Okay.
Investigation.
My investigation. I rolled another 16 plus 1 is 17.
Cool. As you sort of like combing the sort of like frame of the door, you sort of like look around, and then you get to the very bottom, and you see a very thin, long like tripwire. With a 17, not only do you see this tripwire, you see where it leads to, which is basically like up above the door. There's basically like a few rocks, which if someone like were to trip, it would just go boom and fall on your head. But with the 17, you sort of recognize that this is a trap set by. You realize this is definitely a trap set by Gaz rather than by like anything untoward. And one other thing you notice is that this trap is completely intact, so it hasn't been tripped at any point.
Okay. So I said, "Oh, Gaz, guys, look!" And I point out the trap.
You don't. Oh.
I think we should
wonder what's
check
growing
to
in
see
there.
if there are any other traps.
Yeah, cool. If you want to check for traps elsewhere, you can give me a quick investigation check.
Yeah. So I roll.
Anyone? Yeah.
I roll a 3.
Roll d20 and then add your modifier.
I roll a 3 to my 0, making a total of 3.
Cool. So with a 3, yeah, you're confident that there are no traps here.
Can I see any candles?
Can you see any candles? Oh yeah, there's the you can see through the door. Like you can see like so you won't. Yeah, you can see there's a candle like it's completely out. It's sort of like on like a little table stand.
I'm going to use prestidigitation to light it from afar, flamboyantly.
It lights up in front of you, a little, and illuminates the room a bit more clearly. You can now see a lot more clearly inside this room, and yeah, the sort of shadows of the room melt away a lot more. And you can see there's a small set of stairs heading upstairs to what would probably be some sort of bedroom, but you can also see in there's some sort of like dining area or like living space.
Is the window upstairs, or is that on the same level as the doors?
The window is upstairs.
Can I climb up to the window?
Yeah, absolutely. Give me an athletics check to try and see how easily you manage to get up there.
Ooh.
So again, d20 and add your athletics score.
That's a grand total of 2.
A 2. You sort of like size it up, and then you basically charge at the wall and jump up, and basically you sort of do like, you know how like a lizard sort of like smacks against the thing that normally would use it to climb up? You do that, except you hit it and then just slide back down again.
Yes.
I appreciate his efforts there, and I would also like to attempt this.
So you're still at the front side of it, so you don't actually see this happening.
I heard it.
Bono's like on the back of the.
I heard
the
a
back of the
sound,
house.
and
Ow.
I feel that that's something I would like to get in the act of.
Cool. I'm going to say you sort of like, in your investigations around looking for traps, you open the back door and you can now see Bono lying on the ground after he's just splattered himself against the wall.
Bono.
And so, have we already entered the house, or are we still at the doorway?
So I'm going to say David's definitely entered the house. The rest of you, it's up to you whether you want to enter now.
Okay. So I kind of carefully tiptoe over the little trap in the doorway, not wanting to trip it or anything. And I start to head upstairs.
Cool. Yeah. You start to head upstairs. What are the rest of you doing?
Lying on the floor, apparently.
Yeah, you're splat on the floor. David has now opened the back door and sees you lying there. Do you want to go inside the normal way, or?
This is something David wants to get in on, so he can lay on the floor next to me if he wants.
I will give it a go.
Okay.
So
you're trying to climb up, presumably, as
yes.
opposed to laying on the floor. Cool. Give me an athletics roll.
Okay.
Climb up.
I roll a 17 and 17. Have +5 on athletics.
Oh, yeah, easily. You sort of size up. You do a running sprint, and you manage to get up and hang on the windowsill. And like for a minute, you let go as well, and like with one hand, and you sort of pull yourself up with just like a single hand and say, "You're all right down there." And then you go back to looking inside the room. So you can now see fully inside this room. Ricolis as well, you have just come up here. Joy, what are you doing?
I'm gonna have a look at the dining table.
Cool. So let's do upstairs first of all. So David and Ricolis sort of walk in. Ricolis, give me a quick perception check to see if you see David at the window. Yeah.
I rolled a 7 + 4 is 11.
Cool. Okay, so and David, also give me a perception check, please.
Okay, so I roll a 10, and my perception is 0.
Cool. Okay, so with those initial rolls, you first of all, Ricolis, you do indeed spot David at the window. You could let him in, or you could just let him stay out there.
I go over to the window and I crack it open and said, "What are you doing?"
It sounded so fun. I needed to try climbing up this way.
Goodness gracious. May the Lord's hope and help you with your mind. I open up the window to let him in.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, you open it up fully. He manages to climb in. One thing you do notice as you were to open the window, you sort of started to try and open it normally, but then you realized there was a small lock which you had to undo before you could open it.
Oh goodness gracious! So I start. Is there like a key or
no?
Or
it's just one of those locks which you just turn.
Okay, yeah. So I unlock it.
Yeah. So you've already unlocked it, but one that you noticed that like specifically that it was locked before you had to open it.
Okay, cool. Is it dirty?
Yeah, it's a little bit dirty. There's a little bit of dust on it. It looks like it hasn't been opened in a while.
Ricolis, before you let me in, did I hear you unlock something?
Yes, and it was disgusting. They really need to take better care of their house. Their house is their own personal temple.
Ah, that sounds like fun. I'd like to try that locking mechanism.
Yeah, if you want to.
Cool. Yeah, you've clambered inside. What are you doing? Are you investigating it? Are you just playing with it, or?
More of the latter, but also a pretense of the former.
Cool. Give me an investigation check on this lock.
Okay. So I roll a 6 and have a 0. So.
So this is indeed a lock.
So. Can I start messing with the lock too, since he's messing with the lock?
Yeah, absolutely. Give me an investigation check as well.
I didn't think anything of it before, but now he makes me kind of like second guessing my whole life. That's a 15 plus. You said investigative?
Investigation, yeah.
Yeah, investigation. +1, so that's a 16.
+1. This is indeed a lock. You sort of fiddle with it as well. You're like, yeah, this definitely is a lock. But the one thing again you remember is that this was importantly locked from the inside. That's the only bit of information you can glean from this, and you realised it's not magical in any way.
wonder what Bono
It's
would
just a
make of
mundane
this.
lock.
So the fact that the trap wasn't tripped at the door and the windows have been locked, I don't think that they've been home.
Do Joy and I hear this from downstairs? Just
Yeah, it's up to you. You can either have come upstairs by now, or you could be still lying on the ground. I'll cut back to you, Bono. What do you want to do? You've seen David like clamber up the window and sort of bring himself in. You're still like sprawled on your back. What do you want to do?
my instinct tells me to stay there, but against better judgment, I go in the house with them.
Cool. You walk into the house. You see. Oh, sorry, go on.
As I say, and I see Joy in the dining room, and I go in there with her. With
cool.
With them.
Yes. You walk into the dining room area with Joy. Inside, you see it's a small sort of kitchen sort of living space area. There's a little table. There's a single chair there and like a stove type thing. Both of you give me a quick perception check.
4.
10 plus 1.
Cool. You sort of wander around, and after a few seconds, there's a few, like, almost like scorch marks on the, like, bottom of the wall. And as you look at them, you realize these are somewhat magical scorch marks. Like, this isn't from a regular fire. And give me a quick investigation check as well. Both of you. Sorry, I'm just going to turn my light on because I realize it's very dark in here.
Oh. I'm not rolling really well today. 7.
I rolled a 19, if that helps.
A 19. Yeah, cool. I'm just going to stop sharing just so we see each other's for a bit. What you see on a 19 is what you remember on a 19 is you were having a chat along the way here about the sort of 4 people to sort of see if you could work out something. One thing sticks in your mind is you know that Gaz is first of all a goblin, and importantly you know he's a rogue without any magical ability. So you can tell that you can maybe surmise that these aren't his scorch marks with a 19.
I don't think these are his scorch marks. I think someone else was here with him, or someone else here in general.
Strange. When you opened the back door, was it locked? David would know that he's upstairs, isn't he? Okay, I'll ask him when we... They're being really quiet up there. I wonder what they're doing.
I know. I hope something productive.
Yeah.
Do you want to go upstairs, or do you want to stay down here?
No, we trust them. Well, I trust them.
You trust them. We cut back to David and Ricolis, still like flicking the lock back and forward. Like, what is the lock? Like contemplating the meaning of lock.
Is there a bathroom or anything upstairs?
Yeah, there's a small bathroom. There is a small bathroom.
I want to go into the bathroom and just check to see if there's like any water droplets in the sink. If it looks like it has been recently used or occupied or anything.
Cool. Give me a quick. Actually, no. You go into the bathroom. There's like a normal toilet, a small sort of like bathing area, and a sort of sink. You can see there's like a few droplets here and there, but like nothing for like majorly fresh. The thing you did since yesterday, because he turned up yesterday to school to academy, and didn't turn up this morning.
Okay.
But there seems to be some sort of drops in the sink. In the main room that you were in before, what's there is there's a bed, there's sort of like a wardrobe, and there's like a small desk. What would you like to do?
Who, me or?
Yeah, yourself and David.
So when I go back to the room, I say, yep, everything checks out. It looks like, he's not been back today, but he was definitely here yesterday. And I start rummaging through his things.
Cool. Give me an investigation check, David. If you want to do the same, you feel free to. If you're doing the same.
I have an alternative theory.
Mm-hmm.
Now we know he sets traps, and we know we've spent a long time examining the lock above the window. I suspect with the window open, if you were to jump at it and jump out of it at the right angle, the latch would lock itself when it fell down. So I would like to jump out of the window.
Yeah, sure. Cool. Yeah, you open up the window. I'm going to say it's only about 5 or 6 feet. So you managed to jump down, so you don't take any damage.
Did it lock?
Give me an athletics check to see how gracefully you land.
Okay, so I rolled a 4 and have an athletics of +5.
So you hoist yourself out of the window, bounce off out the window. You try and do a front flip in the air to sort of style it out, and you land on one foot and then just topple over onto the other side. Completely unhurt, but just a little bit of your yeah, exactly. And then you manage to get up. You're fine. Inside, window has indeed shut closed, but it hasn't locked. What did you get on your investigation check?
I rolled an 18, so with the +1 is a 19.
Cool. Yeah, amazing. You start rummaging through his stuff. First thing you notice, the window did not lock when he jumped out. It's still unlocked. It's the type of one which you have to physically to lock. What you do find when you're sort of going through his stuff is you see two things. You see at the foot of his bed, you can see sort of a few mechanical contraption bits, and when you bring them up to have a look at them, you realise these are part of a sort of a crossbow, which again from your conversations beforehand about Gaz, you know that this was his sort of preferred weapon of choice, but you can't see the main sort of thing. You can only see a few little bits of the mechanism. Seems to have broken off from somewhere. The other thing you notice is you're sort of going through his desk, and you find some things are sort of his homework from the academy, but then you find his diary. Yeah.
I ask for forgiveness from the Lord Almighty, and then is there a lock on the diary?
No, it's just a normal book.
Can I check the diary for traps?
Yeah, give me an investigation.
Good plan.
Oh, it's a nat 1.
It's a nat 1. You are convinced that this is trapped so hard that if you open it, it will explode in your hands.
I just hold on to it very carefully, and at first I'm like, oh, he's gone. So I rush out to go downstairs and say, I found something.
Hooray! What did you find? You were very quiet up there. Also, we just heard a thunk outside.
Oh, it was a theory that went wrong.
Okay, what did you find?
I hold up the diary. So I think that this one is Skaz's personal, intimate thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't sense anything, but I'm thinking that the good Lord is turning off my ability to discern the dangers of this, because this is bad for me to open. So I hand it to Joy. I'm not gonna.
I can deal with this. I was going to do this anyway. I'm going to cast Detect Magic.
Cool. Yeah, you. Magic surges from your fingertips as you sort of probe it. This isn't a ritual, right? This is just you're doing it as a spell slot. Cool. Yeah. As you detect magic, several things immediately stand out to you. First of all, you're very confident. The diary itself, not magic. Because you're downstairs, though, the room lights up. Like, there is magic. There is like magic all over this sort of downstairs area. You sort of look, you see the scorch marks before. From this, you can see that this is from an evocation spell. These are like the residue of some sort of evocation spell. Give me a quick Arcana check.
Yep. Let's see, it's 14 plus something. 15.
15. You are experienced enough in this to see that this would be from a firebolt spell. The other thing you notice is in the corner, something that neither of you would have noticed with just your vision, is heavy, higher level conjuration magic. Again, give me another Arcana check to see if you recognize what this is.
A 3.
A 3. You sort of think about it, and you're like, you know you've read about this somewhere, but you just can't think of what exactly it is. But there's sort of like heavy conjuration magic in this, and it's very localized on this. One last check. Can you give me a D20 check to see if you trigger a magic surge?
Oh god. 4.
4. No magic surge on this occasion.
So,
guys,
are you getting bad juju from the diary?
The diary is completely fine to read. Everything else, though, is giving me bad juju. Like, there's someone's used a fighting spell in here, and also someone's conjured something. It's like tip of my tongue. I can't know what it is, but someone's like conjured something, and there's been a fight. I'm just going to run upstairs real quick while I still have this spell active and look upstairs as well.
Cool. Yeah, you run upstairs. Again, nothing. This time, nothing. Like up here, nothing triggers your detect magic. It's all localized in that sort of living space.
Right, I run back downstairs.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So, that's strange. We can read the diary though. It's safe. David, you opened the back door, didn't you, when you went outside? Was that locked?
It was indeed locked.
It was, yes.
That's.
I would like to come back in because I heard some strange sounds and noticed some strange lights coming from within.
Yeah, absolutely. You walk back in. You sort of came back and you sort of saw Joy run up and down.
I thought I had.
Has come back down. Yeah, what would you like to do?
We're going to do some diary reading. Well, apologies, but we're doing it for good reason, right, guys? I mean, we're trying to find him. It could be in real danger.
As long as we do it with honor.
Yeah.
Yes, by that logic, I think it's okay.
And we'll start with just the most recent entry. We're not going to read from the beginning and all this, like, angsting about school, because that would be rude.
But that's his backstory. We have to read the prologue.
But it's his entire diary, Rocko's.
Yeah, like, this is a chunky book. Like, it's not like
It's
not been one day's worth.
It's probably a lot of one young man's inner thoughts in here. I think maybe.
I think that would be useful for building a profile.
Yes.
Okay. Because I'm clearly outvoted here, I'm just going to quickly read you some bits from the earlier chapters before I get to the end. Okay?
Cool.
Just
Yeah,
so you have context.
You start to flick through his book. Most of it is indeed sort of like angsty teen drama stuff about things which gone in the day, complaining about teachers, that kind of stuff. You do see a special entry about the pie fight. Give me a quick investigation check to see if you can.
He mentioned me. I was there.
Oh yeah, the pie fight. That's a 4.
It's a 4.
I'm gonna 6.
I'm gonna say just Joy can do this because she's the one who's reading it. You flick through it. You sort of see, oh yeah, pie fight. You keep flicking through until you get to the last page. Give me again another investigation check to see what you can pick up from what you can discern from this.
The love of all things holy. Oh, that's a nat 20.
Ah, it's a nat 20. Great. You sort of like lift up to the light. You sort of read it properly and everything, and you get a lot of information from this last couple entries. First of all, you see that he's discussing the investigation of some sort of shrine or temple, which he'd found, which he and his friends had found within the jungle, and it sort of tells a story. It tells a story about how they sort of seem to have got into some trouble out there. It's quite vague what's actually happened, but he says, we probably shouldn't have done that. But he's intentionally been like, it's clearly like stuff has been like, there's a very big scribble through, which you can't, even with a nat 20, you're like put up to the light, you can't quite make out what he said in there. But with that, you do notice there's like a list, like there's a name, like throughout the thing, he talks about people who was with him. And he talks about, again, Lionel Roarish, who you will remember as the human bard. You talk about Flanketh Duranath, who's the elven ranger. He talks about how much, like, she used to, like, there's stories about how she would, like, skewer things with her arrows. There's stories about Santara Nugent, the half-elf paladin. And then there's a single other name, which up to this point hadn't triggered any of your memories, which is the name of Rakesh, a half-orc barbarian who was also with them at this. And you remember this is another one of the students, but importantly, Argyle hasn't mentioned him as being kidnapped yet, or captured, or disappeared, or whatever's happened to these people.
So I tell the others all of these things. I don't just stand there and read them to myself while giggling. And I go, right, so I think our best bet is to go back to the academy and see if Rakesh is, possible to find.
Yes.
If 4 out of 5 are disappeared, he will be up next.
Cool. There's one last thing, sorry, I forgot to say that with the Nat 20 you get, which is a sketch map of how to get to this sort of shrine or temple or whatever it is. And you can see it's sort of like, it's up the river through... They've clearly gone up the river in some sort of boat, and then it's somewhere within this magical jungle. There's a few like rough notes of how to get there. And one thing which is there is, it says, ride the boat until you see my sign. And the sign is basically a triangle made out of crossbow bolts.
We can do that. Not yet, though. Okay, to the academy. Anything else you guys want to check out here before we go?
No, I'm good.
I'm good. Let's go.
All right, yeah. You quickly bustle your way back to the academy. You head back into the thing. Are you going to see Argyle, or who are you going to go see?
Let's check with Argyle.
Cool. You knock on Argyle's office. Come in.
I open the door and let everyone else in before me.
I thank you.
Thaumaturgy or with your hand?
With thaumaturgy.
Roll on the wild magic search table.
Flamboyantly. 17.
17. Nothing happens. Yes, Joy. I do love it when you do that. I also love it when, nothing gets triggered. Come in. Have you found anything?
Once we all get inside, I also use thaumaturgy to close the door after us.
Yeah, roll again.
That's a nat 1.
That's a nat 1?
Yeah.
Oh, baby. Cool. So, with a nat 1, suddenly you feel energy flow over you, and you feel something compelling you. So for the next minute, instead of being able to speak, you have to be shouting. Obviously, for the thing of this, we'll just say that you're not, but like, just pretend like you're projecting extra loud, because we don't want to deafen all our viewers or ourselves at home.
Hi, Argyle, we found out something.
Oh my gosh, why are you so loud, Joy?
I don't know, I just feel loud today, okay?
Oh, someone else, please, it's too loud. It's too loud. The thaumaturgic effects are racking my brain. What have you found?
There was all kinds of magic just splattered all over the kitchen.
Oh, much more normal volume. I appreciate this a lot.
There was also a very interesting
everywhere.
lock.
Firebolt!
Firebolt? Oh, but Gaz isn't a magic user. I've said so in his file here.
Oh, it was so suspicious.
And powerful conjuration!
What kind of conjuration? Did you work out what it was?
No, just powerful.
Okay, I guess that'll do.
I'd also like to add that he definitely didn't jump out of the window.
Let's see if Argar finds this weird. Oh no, actually, he's like, yes, that's a good thing that you checked that. That is quite a well-known way of escaping from situations sometimes.
There was also a dismantled crossbow at the foot of his bed.
Oh, a crossbow. He does like to use a crossbow.
Mm-hmm.
Seems unusual that it be dismantled.
Also, we read his diary, but not all of it.
That seems like a horrible invasion of privacy, but I can understand why you would do it in these circumstances.
I will accept punishment if it is necessary, sir.
I mean, you're all graduated now, so I have no jurisdiction, as I've said before, to punish you. But you will just have to live with invading his privacy. She puts her hand. I mean, if it makes you feel better.
Yes,
I
need it.
Bad person. Bad.
Thank you. Now I can repent and be better.
Good, I'm glad to hear that. Bono,
Also,
did you find
a bit
anything
of a
either?
rush.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you over that shouting.
I said, Bono, did you find anything?
I found that I can't quite jump as high as I thought I could, but
yes.
We did also notice that there was what looks like a trap, I think, from what Ricolis mentioned.
Oh,
there was a trap at the main door.
What kind of trap?
It was a tripwire. And there was rocks just above it.
As you say this, he flicks through his manual, and he just, does it look like this? And he shows you a picture of a tripwire with the thing, and it looks exactly the same.
Yes, that's the one.
Yes, okay, that is one of Gaj's specialities. One of his specialities. He's known for doing things like that. And it was already triggered, you said?
No, it was still intact, wasn't it, Ricolis?
Mm-hmm. It was fine.
How curious. Very curious.
So whoever was in his house didn't even trip off the trap. They were just in there. And the window from upstairs was locked from the inside.
Most curious. Did you find anything else that might be actionable?
Tell them about Rakesh.
Ah, Rakesh.
Yes.
He's one of the other students here, isn't he?
He's apparently the fifth student in there. Ooh. And then a minute has passed, and I go, who? Yeah, no, there was the Rakesh is also their friend.
I appreciate this change in volume, but I wish it could have come sooner.
I placed a hand on Joy's shoulder and said, "It's good to have you back, buddy."
Thank you, Colas. I appreciate it. It's good to be back at a normal level.
I struggle to hear her and ask her to speak up slightly.
No, we found out that these 4 friends are actually 5 friends.
Oh, I see.
And they have gone to see some sort of temple or something in the jungle. And they've done something they shouldn't, but I don't know what. But we have a map to get there. But most importantly, their 5th friend, Rakesh, you didn't mention him, so he can't have disappeared.
Yes, I mean, my brain is somewhat addled through years of magical usage. You can't expect me to remember everything about every single student.
Not pointing any fingers, I just want to find Rakesh.
Okay, good. I appreciate that. I know you wouldn't do such a thing, Joy.
You might need to go to your doctor, though. I'm just saying. out of
Yes, I have. Sadly, he says the condition is irreversible. As I said, magical usage of the type I've been involved with is experimental and somewhat addled the senses.
What have you been doing, Argyle? Actually, don't tell me. Don't tell me.
Best I don't tell you. I told a student once, and even just the act of telling it addled both my brain and their brain. Yeah. Not a good.
To keep it that way.
Not a good look.
Rakesh?
Rakesh, yes, here's his address. As he hands you this, you recognize that this, instead of is located. Hold on, I'm going to show you the map again. Is located in the Dawn Docks area, so just across the river.
Huh. I think we should go across the river.
No, sorry, he's not. Sorry, it's also in the Reddix area. Sorry, I got that wrong.
Okay.
I've changed my mind. Let's go back to the Reddix area.
Let's, David. Yes, let's.
Cool. You start to make your way there. Are you going fast? Are you going slowly? How are you going? You take your time.
I'm going to skip
I thaumaturgy the door open.
You could thaumaturgy the door open. The door comes. Oh, joy. And like Argyle's head is in his hands. He's like, I think I need to take a magical aspirin now.
I'm
I gesture for everyone to go outside.
Oh, we'll go outside.
Yeah.
Me too.
Guys, I think that we should be fast about this. One, they may be in danger, and two, I am getting hungry.
I was trying to be efficient by opening the door without touching them, you know. But yeah, no, let's go. Let's slam the door behind me.
With thaumaturgy. Again, roll me on the magic set. Roll me again the d20.
18.
18. Cool. You make your way much more briskly this time towards the Reddix. As you arrive at Rakesh's house, it's very similar to Gaz's house. Everyone, give me a perception check.
Okay.
Been doing so well at these so far.
Ooh.
11.
15.
I roll 8 to add to my 0.
I rolled 19.
19. Yeah. Okay. Cool. With a 19 and a 15, as you get there, you hear like, "Yo, get away from me, dude!" and just like sort of like a few crashing noises from inside. And like also sort of the telltale sound of like magical fire. Crash, crash. Get away from me is what you hear.
I think we need to take immediate action.
What was that, David?
I'm going to kick the door down.
Okay.
Yeah, cool. Boom, you kick the door in. It comes splintering off the hinges. Inside the house, you see at your feet Rakesh, a half-orc barbarian, already unconscious. He's clearly just been knocked out, and in front of you, you also see two sort of thuggish, strong-looking individuals with a mace with maces in each of their hands, and then as well as that, you see someone fire in their hands, glowing red hot. Everyone, roll me initiative.
Yes.
So again, roll a d20 and add the initiative score. Oh boy.
I have a 7.
7.
I have a 14. Plus 2, 16.
Cool. So that is Ricolis. That was a 7. Bono. That was a
16.
16. Joy.
6.
Joy with a 6. David.
I rolled a 20. I can't see where my
20.
initiative is.
There should be a box at the top of. It's above your skills. It should be, which says initiative.
Next to your class armor and your speed.
Yeah, next to your armor class.
Oh yes, 0.
0. So you got a 20.
Yes, I did.
Nat 20. Very nice. Very nice. So David goes there. Great roll that is. Let me quickly check to see who's going to go first. They're going to go first. Cool. And that's a. What's your dexterity modifier? Quickly, David.
0.
Dexterity, not initiative.
0.
Oh, it's 0. Okay, cool. Can you quickly roll me another d20, please?
Yes, certainly. 19.
19. Cool. You go first. They also rolled a 20, which is why I needed to check.
Okay.
So you actually are there. Cool. Amazing. Great. You have the first turn. You see in front of you the two thuggish-looking individuals who are closest to you. You see, and one of them has just dropped Rakesh on the floor, and you see the wizard at the back, hands glowing. What would you like to do?
I am going to run around to get behind them just to draw their attention.
Okay, cool. So you don't want to attack them or anything like that?
No, I'm just going to run so that they'll have to turn to face me, leaving them open to attack from my friends.
Cool. Okay. In that case, I'm going to say you're essentially giving the help action to one of the other people. Which one? We'll say that Bono is coming next, so we'll say that he has the help action when it comes to his turn. Cool. Yeah. Anything else you want to do?
I'm going to wave my hands in the air to really distract them.
Cool, amazing. Yeah, you're like full on, like, hey, look at me. Yeah, exactly. Waving your arms. The wizard is up next. He hands a flame, tosses a firebolt straight at you. Your distraction has worked. In that he's now distracted. No, he's not going to miss. Firebolt comes in. Your distraction is enough. He throws him off his game and slams harmlessly into the wooden staircase behind you. Next up is going to be Bono. What would you like to do?
So just remind me, which of them dropped Rakesh?
So it was one of the two thuggish-looking individuals.
Are they also looking at David?
Everyone is looking at David.
Can I attempt to, like, pull Rakesh away from the action?
Yeah, absolutely. So that will be. I'm going to say, you managed to. They're so distracted by David, you managed to go up there, pull him away to safety, into the middle of you. I'm going to say that uses essentially your bonus action. Do you want to use an action to do anything else?
Yeah. Can Can I check Rakesh for any wounds?
Yeah, sure. You could. Give me a medicine check.
A medicine check right there.
Yeah.
With...
So D20 plus your medicine score.
Oh, nice. All right. 21.
21. Cool. With that, you sort of like look over his body. You can see he's got a few magical scorch marks on his body, and you can see there are some cuts and bruises where it is. With the 21, you sort of quickly apply a few bandages and like a little bit of gauze. You sort of do a little bit cheeky CPR, and he sort of wakes up in front of you. He's awake. He's probably not going to immediately. Might not be able to immediately help. We'll see how he feels. Cool, but he's back up. Cool, I'm going to say that takes your action. So next is going to be the two thuggish-looking individuals. One of them has been so distracted by you, he's going to take a run at you, David. That's going to be a 9 plus... I think that might hit. Does a 13 hit you? So check against your armor class. Does it equal or beat 30? Is it equal to or... Oh, actually, what is your armor class?
16. 16.
Okay, cool.
Oh,
You only got a 13. So first mace attack misses. Second mace attack, that one's going to hit. And this time it's going to do... It's going to do quite a bit of damage, actually. It's going to do 6 points of damage to you. So there should be a thing which says hit points somewhere.
Yep, my hit points, let me just check where it is. 12.
12, okay, cool. Take 6 off from that, so you're now on 6 HP.
Okay.
Cool. Okay, great. The next one is gonna The next one is gonna. Let's see. He's gonna go and attack Bono. Oh, where's Bono? Bono.
I'm here. Sorry.
Okay, cool. What's your AC?
Oh no, Bono.
My AC, my armor today. My armor class is 13.
It's 13. Cool. First one comes flying across you actually for a critical hit. Second one misses you harmlessly. So that is going to be 5. You're lucky they rolled quite poorly. 5 points of damage.
Ooh.
What are you on now?
Sorry?
Did you hear that? It took hit you for 5 points of damage with their mace.
Oh, where do I find that?
There should be HP hit points, I think, on the right side of your screen, near the armor class.
Okay, yeah, that's take me down to half my health.
Cool, so you're on 5 points. Great. Fantastic. Next up is Recolis. These two thugs are now basically within, like, they're pretty up in your face. Well, they're up in Bono's face rather than yours, but...
Oh, okay. So, because they're so close, I'm going to go ahead and use... Are they too close for me to use Guiding Bolt?
No, you can use Guiding Bolt. Well, I'm going to say because they're basically fighting Bono, you don't get the disadvantage on the attack either.
Okay, that's fine. So I'll go ahead and use Guiding Bolt. And
Yeah,
this
cool.
is a ranged spell attack against the target.
Cool. Roll it.
Oof. I rolled a 2.
Oh, what's your plus?
+4, so
Plus
I
4.
guess 6.
No, unfortunately not. Radiant energy fills up your hands as you fly it. You shoot it out, but the thug manages to knock it aside with his mace. Next up is Joy.
Right. I am going to stay well away from this stuff, but, within range still, so I can see everyone and things.
Yeah.
And I'm going to firebolt that magic guy before
Cool,
he
you're going to firebolt the
me.
magic guy. Yeah, great.
Oh, yeah. That's a 21 to hit.
That's a 21 to hit. Easy hit. Roll damage.
Alright, that's 1d10. 4.
4. Fire comes and hits him solidly on the chest. He staggers back a little bit as he goes, blasted adventurers. And it's now going to be top of the round, so it's going to be back to David.
Okay. So, am I back up?
It's your go now.
Okay. I would like to rush in with all of my might to attack.
Cool, yeah, amazing. What are you attacking with?
My fists.
Your fists. Do you not have anything a better weapon than your
might
fists?
do. Let me just check what my weapon is. I just haven't got it up. With my great sword. No, with my.
With your great.
Yeah, great sword.
Great sword is probably a better option than your fists.
Yeah, sorry. I panicked.
Great sword should have a plus to hit. So
do.
roll a d20 and add that
I've
plus.
rolled a 5, and I have a +5.
A +5. Who are you attacking? Sorry. Thugs or the wizards?
Thugs.
Thugs. Boom. You rush in for the attack, and it just harmlessly bounces off their armor. Unfortunately. And anything else you want to do? I don't know if you have a bonus actions or anything like that.
I would like to attempt to throw my javelin at them.
I don't think you'll be able to do that. That would take an additional action to do that. So you won't be able to do that this turn. Cool. Okay. That's the end of your turn. It's now going to be the wizard, who is gonna. He's gonna again just throw another firebolt again at you, David. That's gonna miss again. Again, misses you horribly. You manage to deflect it this time with your greatsword, knocking it again against somewhere else. Cool. Next up is gonna be Rakesh. Rakesh is now gonna groggily get up. He's gonna stand up to his feet. He's like, "Where am I? What happened? Oh, that was rough." And then he's gonna catch his awareness again, and he's He's got like a little dagger, a little hand axe at his side. He's just gonna toss it at one of these guys, and it's gonna miss. Wedges itself firmly in the wood. Next up is Bono. What would you like to do?
Cool. Quick question, because I actually have what looks like some spells. What's the difference between Cure Wounds and Healing Word?
So Cure Wounds gives you a bit more healing, but importantly, it takes an action. So during combat, the way it works is you get an action, you get a movement, you get a reaction. So that's, say, for example, if someone moves away from you, you can use your reaction to like hit them, and you get a bonus action, which is like a sort of mini action, essentially. So Cure Wounds, I believe, heals more, but uses your action, whereas Healing Word heals, I think it's only 1d4. I think that's right. But importantly, that uses your bonus action. So you can still... And it's at a distance, yes, exactly, whereas Cure Wounds is a touch spell.
And I can do that on like anyone, including myself, right?
You can do that on anyone, including yourself, yeah, exactly.
Cool, I'm going to use Cure Wounds on myself.
Cool, okay, yeah, great. So you know, hold on, let me just quickly check. It's 1d8 plus your spellcasting modifier. Okay, cool. Yeah, roll 1d8 plus your spellcasting modifier. Because this is a first level spell, it will use one of your first level spell slots. I think you might have either 1 or 2 as a first level bard. You got 2. Okay, cool. So tick one of those off and roll 1d8 and add your spellcasting ability modifier. I think it should have all the numbers there to tell you what you should roll.
Cool. So that's my spellcasting. Where is that?
I think if you look next to Cure Wounds, it should say 1d8 plus something.
Oh, that's my charisma, okay. 17 plus my dice roll 3, that's 20.
20? No, not a d20, a d8 you need to roll.
Yeah, I got a 3 on the d8, and my charisma is 17.
So it's the modifier, so it's the plus, not the whole number.
Plus 3.
Plus 3, so that'll be 6, plus your proficiency bonus, which I think will be plus 2, so it's 8 points in healing. So I think you'll be back up to full with that.
Sweet.
Cool. You do have a bonus action left. I think things which you can do with your bonus action, you can use it to give, say, bardic inspiration to one of these people if you wanted to. You don't have to, but they can then use that to add on to like a spell, onto an attack roll perhaps, or to do an ability check.
That's not like cantrips, is it? Or
it's not a cantrip. It's like a special class feature of being a bard. I think David wants some inspiration from the way he's twirling his staff.
Bardic inspiration. So I will cast this on the other creature, David, and you've got to use it in within 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I'll use it immediately.
So he can add an extra 6 dice to an attack. Yeah. Okay, I'll do that.
Cool, amazing, yeah. You give him a little wink and you feel slightly inspired, David. Next up is going to be the two thugs. So they're still up against. So one is with David, one is with Bono. That's gonna be a miss on David. Second attack, that's gonna be a hit on David. Which is, where's my d6? That's gonna be 5 points of damage on you, David.
Oh.
You got one left. Okay, cool. And next is going to be the attack on you, Bono. That's going to be a hit, I believe. That's going to be 3 points of damage. And the second one is going to be a miss. So you take 3 points of damage, and it's going to be next is going to be Ricolis.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and little embarrassed that the first one didn't hit. But I'm going to go ahead and try Guiding Bolt again.
Cool.
On the one that's hurting David.
Perfect. Yeah, go for it. Make the attack roll.
Okay, so, this one's much better. So I rolled a 16 plus 4 is a 20.
Yeah. Easily hit. Radiant energy launches out. Roll. Is it 4d6 radiant damage?
Yeah, it's 46.
Amazing.
Ooh.
Let me get the dice. 3 and 4. Okay.
Quick question: who's your character's god?
My characters, I didn't pick one.
That's fine.
It's very ambiguous. It's the universe.
It's the universe. I love
it's
it.
Lady Gaga.
Yeah.
Cool. How much damage did you do?
10 plus 6. So it is 19.
19. You feel like just energy wash through your hands. You feel the universe calling out to you as radiant energy forms in your fingertips, and whoop, it launches out, hits this thuggish person who's right in front of David. Boom! Immediately, the thug is hit by this radiant energy. Doesn't die, but is very, very weak. Great hit on him.
I want to go ahead and, since I'm a war priest, I have something that says when you use an attack action, you can make one weapon attack as a bonus action. And I can do this twice.
So that, I think, is if you're using... Let me quickly check your sheet. Does it say specifically attack action?
Yes.
Okay,
it
cool.
Says an attack action.
Okay, cool. So you've made a spell casting action rather than an attack action there.
Guiding bolt is listed under my attack.
Yeah, but it's a ranged spell attack rather than... Actually, I'll let you do it. I'll check the rules later on that.
Okay, yeah, it was just because on my sheet, like when I click attack, it's like that's the only spell that's listed with my attacks.
Okay, cool. Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so let me move these out of the way.
So I'm guessing you don't have any spell slots left?
No, it says that I have to use my weapon as an attack for the bonus action.
Yeah, cool. Go for it.
And I'll click that because War Priest, I have 2 slots for that. So I'll use one of these, and then I'm going to attack with my sickle. That's an 11 plus 4 is a 15.
So you're attacking who? The same? No, the one who's close to Bono, I guess, now, right?
Yes.
Yes, cool. With a 15, you hit as well, yeah.
Okay, so that's 1d4 plus 2. Second, find a d4. I rolled a 3 plus 2 is a 5.
3 plus 2 is a 5. Cool. Boom. You smack him. What weapon are you using here?
It's a sickle.
Sickle. Cool. Your sickle comes down viciously against this thug. It doesn't kill it, but again does a lot of damage, and it staggers backwards. Cool. Now it's Joy.
Who's left standing?
All 3 are still left standing.
Great.
The thug who is fighting David looks really, really weak.
Right, I'm going to shout, "Well done, Ricolas!" Because that looked amazing. And then I am going to firebolt the one standing near David.
Cool. Yeah, go for it. Roll the attack.
15.
15. Hold on. Let me check something as well. I think with guiding bolt, you also get the next attack roll made against this target before the end of your turn. Oh, okay, cool. So you don't get anything else. Yeah, 15 hits.
Great. Ooh, damage. That's a 9.
A 9. Oh, amazing. Even before David gets a chance to come back and get his vengeance on him, your what weapon did you say it was? Fireball. Fire will come. Boom, he bursts into flames in front of you and drops dead at your feet. Anything else, Joy?
I was going to shout, "Let's not kill the magician!"
Cool. Also, one last thing. Roll a magic surge to see if you get it.
Oh gosh. 10.
10. Cool. Nothing happens. David, your go.
Okay, I would like to spin my javelin to deflect anything else that comes flying towards me back to them.
So you don't have the feature that would allow you to do that.
I
that's
will
more like
not do that then.
You could take the dodge action, but you're probably better off trying to hit someone.
I'm going to hit someone with my javelin.
Who do you want to go for? Do you want to go for the wizard, or do you want to go for the other thug who's bothering Bono?
Yes, I'm going to throw my javelin at the wizard to non-fatally wound him, but disarm him.
So you can't use a ranged weapon to non-fatally. You have to use a melee if you want to non-fatally them. Sorry.
There's no worries. I'm going to throw my javelin at him, and whatever happens to him, it's his fault.
YOLO, right? Whatever happens, happens.
Yes.
His fault for being in the way of the javelin. Cool. Roll an attack.
Okay, so I rolled 16.
16. Cool. I can tell you with the 16 that hits. You don't even need to use your bardic for that. He feebly tries to put up a shield, but your javelin rends through this magical shield that pops up in front of you. To make the damage. How much damage does that do? There should be a thing which says something like D6 probably plus something.
D6.
It should say next to the javelin.
Oh,
It'll say a plus something to hit.
Javelin, it's got attack bonus, it's got +5, then it says 1d6 plus 3.
1d6 plus 3, so roll a d6 and add 3.
Okay, d6. Roll d6, and it comes up saying 3.
Cool. So you do 6 points of damage to this wizard. He looks bloodied. He's about half health from the looks of things. This javelin manages to stick itself in his breast. He snaps it off and throws it to the ground. It's going to be his turn next. He is again gonna. Fire is gonna build up in his hands, and he's gonna yeet a fireball bolt at you. That I don't think is going to hit. 14 is less than your armor class, isn't it?
Yes.
Cool. Ting! Again, great sword bashes it away harmlessly. And it's going to be Rakesh. Rakesh is still going to be a little bit stunned from the ordeal, isn't going to do anything. Bono, your go.
So who's left on the battlefield that we're fighting?
The thug who's fighting you and the wizard.
Okay. Gonna try something a bit risque.
Okay.
Gonna attack the other guy, the thing fighting me, with my rapier.
With your rapier, wonderful. Yeah, lovely. Roll the attack, so it's D20 plus whatever the bonus to hit is there. So next to rapier should say something, and then I think it'll be a D8 plus something for your damage if you hit.
Okay. Roll the 3 plus 4, 7.
3 plus 4. You expertly twirl your rapier. You go in with a strike, but this thug manages to bash it aside with his mace. Cool. Next up is gonna be his turn. He's gonna I'm gonna get you, and take 2 swings at you. Does a 13 would hit, wouldn't it? So 13 is the minimum to hit, so it's 12 plus 4, so that's 16. 16? 16 Bono, that hits. Cool. So that is 4 points of damage on you, Bono.
Okay, cool.
Cool. It is now going to be Ricolis.
Can I tell how hurt my teammates look?
You can see that Bono is a little bit beat up, and you can see that David is looking very, very injured.
Okay, so
he's bleeding profusely.
David.
So I'm going to go ahead and I want to cast Shield of.
I don't think you have any spell slots left.
Oh, I don't have any spell slots
left? No,
left?
because you have 2 spell slots and you've already used both of them on Guiding Bolt.
Okay, then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use a cantrip. Can I, because you said
you can use a cantrip. Yeah, you can use a cantrip as much as you want.
Okay, so I'm going to use Word of Radiance.
Cool. On which one?
On the wizard.
On the wizard, cool. So he has to make a Constitution saving throw?
Yes.
Cool, okay.
And
so
12.
12. He got a 18, so he manages to save, unfortunately. You reach out, again, radiant light hits him squarely, but he gathers it in his hand and deflects it off to the side, harmlessly. Anything else, Ricolis?
No. She said, I tried.
You tried. Oh, sad. Cool. Joy, your turn.
How's the wizard and the thug looking?
Wizard looks bloodied. Thug looks mostly unhurt. A little bit damaged, but nothing too bad.
I am going with one dagger in each hand to run at the wizard and just stab him.
Cool, go for it. You go running in there.
Trying not to kill him. That's 10 to hit?
10 exactly hits.
Okay, so that one.
Oh, a 10 hit. No, cool. Shield pops up in front of you.
Right,
You go to attack, you feel for a second it's about to hit, and then hits his magical shield and harmlessly bounces off.
I'll use my other hand then. Fine. And I'm apparently ambidextrous, so...
Yes. So using your bonus action to attack with the other hand, I'm guessing, is it?
Yeah.
Cool.
16.
16 hits. Your first one hits this shield, not doing any damage. You come sliding through with a second attack. This one breaks through his shield, doing how much damage?
3.
3 points of damage, though. Good damage. He's looking getting more hurt by the minute. Cool. Top of the round, it's going to be David. What would you like to do?
I'm going to use my great sword to try to finish off the wizard.
Cool. You close the distance. Roll the attack.
Don't kill him.
Yeah, you can absolutely hold back from killing him with a melee attack if you want to.
Interrogate.
Manage to.
Can I change my mind then? I've just noticed I have a skill of persuasion.
So you can try. You can try. I'm going to say it takes a bonus action to try this.
I'm going to try the skill of persuasion to try and stop him from attacking, so that we can negotiate.
Cool. So what are you saying to him?
I'm going to say, look, this is all getting a bit out of hand. I've got 1 hit point left. You probably only have a few. So if we can just come to some resolution, and I'm hoping that this may distract him long enough for some of my teammates to take an action.
Okay, cool. So give me a persuasion check with disadvantage, because you mentioned the fact that you have a single hit point left.
Okay.
I'm about to die.
I'm about to die. Let's have a talk, everyone.
Oh, hang on. I rolled a 4.
You rolled a 4. Yeah. So when I say disadvantage as well, that means you roll twice and you take the worst result.
Oh, I also rolled a 3.
You also rolled a 3. He doesn't even bother responding to you, though his eyes do, like, both him and the thug now look at you like, ooh, easy target. Cool. I'm going to say that use the bonus action. You still have your action available, so if you want to attack him, you still can.
I think I'm going to attack him with my great sword.
As you go to attack with your great sword, any even semblance that he would consider negotiating with you immediately fades. So roll the attack.
Okay, 20.
20. As in, is that what you rolled? Or?
Yeah, that's what I rolled, plus 5.
Oh, amazing. That's a nat 20. It's important as well, whenever you get a nat 20, tell me you got a nat 20.
Okay.
In combat, that means you
a
get
natural
critical.
20, yeah.
Yes. So with a critical, that means you get to roll your damage dice twice.
My damage dice.
Yeah, so can you see it'll be either a d6 or a d8? Or
Yeah,
a
I've got a 6 or 8, so I'll roll the 8. And I roll a...
So are you using it two-handed?
Two-handed?
Yeah, so if you're using two-handed, that means you get the d8. If you're using it one-handed, you get a d6.
All right, yeah, no,
you don't have like a shield or anything that you use, right?
I do have a shield, so I'll do it
Okay,
one-handed.
cool, so it'll be a one-handed, so
okay,
it'll be a d6.
so I'll roll the 6. Okay, I roll a 4.
You roll a 4, and you've rolled it twice, and you roll it again.
Oh, hang on, and I'll roll it again, so 4 and a 6.
4 and a 6. Yeah, cool. And what's that plus? You should have a plus as well in there.
Plus. What, for the great sword? Plus 5.
Plus 5. 15 points of damage. Tell me how you non-lethally knock out this creature with your greatsword. Or you can kill him. It's up to you.
Well, I don't think Joy wants me to, and I acknowledge that. So just as I'm coming here, I take the butt of the weapon and I use it just to chin him one.
Cool. You're like honeyed words of persuasion. Clearly, they drew their attention to you. And although he was fully focused on you, he saw the swipe coming in, but what he didn't see was the butt boom! You knock him plainly on the chin. His jaw snaps as he drops to the
Oh,
ground,
no, you can't
completely
talk.
unconscious. He'll be able to talk a little bit. He's
He'll
like
be
a little
fine.
bit. He'll be fine. He's a wizard. Cool. Next up is Bono, who still has this other thug in his face.
My cantrips. What effect would I have? Like,
cool. What cantrips do you have? Quickly tell me.
I have two. One of them is mockery.
Vicious Mockery is a great one. So with Vicious Mockery, I believe I would have to make something save. It should say what your what the save is there. Can you see that? It should say.
What? Sorry.
Yeah. So I have to make a Wisdom saving throw,
Okay.
or I take 1d4 psychic damage, and then this thug would have disadvantage on their next attack roll as well.
Cool. Okay.
It's a great option.
Sweet. So what am I rolling?
Cool. So I would roll in this case. Can you tell me what your Wisdom is, please?
My wisdom is 12.
12. So what's the plus? That's plus 1? Plus 1. Cool. So that means your thing is 8 plus 1 plus 2, so that's 11. So I have to beat an 11 with a Wisdom saving throw. And I don't. He fails. What do you say to him? What are you mocking about him?
Oh, God. Should I do this through song as a bard? Or can I just...
Oh, please do. Please do. I'd love to see that.
Oh, God. One sec. That's just it. I just
That's
blow
just
in the face.
the sound is just like the slightly the fact that you had enough time in this fight to pull out an accordion. Not an accordion. What's it called?
Harmonica.
Harmonica. That's the one. And just give him a teasing little thing is enough to insult him. And he does roll me a d4. A 1d4, so it's a 4-sided dice.
2.
2. So he takes 2 points of psychic damage, and on his next attack, he will have disadvantage.
Cool. Is that the end of my thing, or?
That is indeed the end of. Unless you have a bonus action. Is there anything else you want to do?
Where are my bonus actions again?
I think the only thing you can probably do is the Bardic Inspiration. It's up to you whether you want to use those. I think you got 4 maybe or 3. I can't remember how many times you can use it.
I have 3.
You have 3, and you've already used 1.
I've used 1. I think I'll end it there.
Cool, great turn. The thug takes the psychic damage and is going to take 2 swipes at you, both with disadvantage, which is incredibly lucky for you because one of those was a nat 20. But I think it still does hit because he got 13 on the dice, which is a 17. So that is going to be 3 points of damage to you, Bono. You're down. Cool. When you hit 0 hit points, you go down. You're unconscious. That means every turn from now on, you'll be making a death saving throw. I'll explain what that is when we get to your turn. Seeing this, he's now going to come and rush Ricolis. And again, he's again going to... That's 13 plus 4... 13 plus 4, 17. That's a hit. That's a hit. So also does 1d6. And again, only 3 points of damage.
3 points.
As the first base attack crushes Bono, and the second one closes the distance to Ricolis, boom, hits you across the head, Ricolis, for 3 points of damage.
Okay, Ricolis. Well, I actually screamed before he even touched me.
Sensible. Sensible.
I love it. But Ricolis, it's your turn now.
So he's like right up. He's in my face because he just hit me right in my face.
Yeah, he's right in your face. Yeah. So you would have disadvantage on ranged spell attacks if you made them from this distance.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna take my sickle and like I just slash at his face.
Cool. Yeah, amazing. Roll the attack.
While screaming, but my eyes went closed.
I love it.
Fantastic.
I rolled the 14 plus 4 and 18.
Easily hits. Easily hits. Yeah. Roll damage.
Let me get that. Why did I put up my D4? 1 second.
Yeah, you do more damage than a D4, surely. Oh no, you do a D4 actually. It's 1d4 plus 2.
Yeah. I rolled so 1 + 2 is a 3.
3. Cool. Whoosh, you slash across his face in response with like a blind attack. He doesn't even see it come. He's just like, my face. And now it's going to be Joy's turn.
Well, I'm gonna quickly shove my daggers back in my pockets and I'm just firebolt that stupid thing messing with Nicholas.
Amazing. Roll an attack.
That's a 12.
It's a 12. A 12 just about hits, yeah.
Whew. Do I need to roll for the wild magic on that as well?
Yeah, you do. And roll damage.
That's an 11 for the wild magic. So
no,
fine. The damage is 3.
Damage is 3. Lots of 3s here. He's still up. He's looking pretty bloodied now. He looks rough. 18. He's on his last legs, actually. He's on his last legs.
I was going to shout, kill the bastard!
Cool. Amazing. Great turn. Back up to the top is David's turn.
I think I'd like to negotiate. No, I'm joking. Right, so I am going
See,
to...
now you're in a much better position, right? Because there's only one left.
Yeah. I am going to... No, I'm not going to negotiate.
You're not going to negotiate.
I'm going to use my great sword. And I'm going to try to cut off his head.
Okay, amazing. Yeah, roll the attack. Let's see if you cut off his head.
I rolled a 9.
You rolled a 9. What's your plus your?
+5.
Cool. Yeah. What's your damage?
My damage. Would you mean how many hit points do I have?
No. How much damage are you going to do now? So roll the damage.
Oh,
for it.
sorry. Yeah. I roll 4.
4. Cool. With a 4, you run up to him. Boof! You bash him with your shield, and with one clean swipe, you decapitate him. His head goes flying off, blood everywhere. You are now out of combat. Bono is still on the ground. Bono, give me a quick death saving throw. So that is roll a d20.
9.
So that would be with the way death saving throws work is if you get if you get a 2 to 9, that is 1 failure. If you get a 1, that is 2 failures. If you get a 10 through 19, that is 1 success. And if you get a nat 20, you are immediately brought back up to life with a single hit point. The way we're playing it is 3 failures mean you die. 3 successes mean you come back to life with a single hit point. You have failed that saving throw, and we're just going to go through turns. People can, if they want to help revive him or something, if people have healing magic, or you can use a health potion to bring him back as well. What would you like to do? Fight's over. Rakesh is on the ground, like sort of recovering still, and the wizard is unconscious there.
Do you want to take us in turn, or do you want to...
You can do it free for all now. I just wanted to demonstrate what a death saving throw was.
Cool. Well, I'm going to get my 50-foot of rope out and just, tie this wizard to the nearest beam of some sort so that he doesn't run away before I get to talk to him.
Yeah, amazing. You truss him up like a turkey. What else would everyone else like to do?
How many... go ahead, recall this.
Oh, so, part of me saw Bono and I wanted to help him, but I'm so freaked out about the murder that I went and recovered the head, and I'm just trying to stick it back on the body, saying, please, heavenly spirit, assist us.
I'm appreciating the fact that as your friend is bleeding out, you are instead trying to tend to the wounds of the already dead. Yes. I do like that, so I'm going to reward that actually with an inspiration. So take an inspiration. That means you have one opportunity at any point to roll, to say in advance, I want to roll this with advantage, and then you get to roll twice. Okay. Take a higher one. What would everyone else like to do, other than Bono, who's still bleeding out on the ground?
How many healing potions do we have?
You each have one.
One.
He's got one on him, just yank it out of his pocket or something.
Yeah. I would like to use my healing potion to help myself.
Yeah, that is pretty fair, to be fair. I believe that would be a 2d4, so you glug, drink down the healing potion, and you get 2d4 plus 2 healing point, plus 2 HP back. Roll 2d4 and add 2 to that.
Okay, roll. So sorry, just say what am I rolling?
So you roll 2d4, so 2 4-sided dice, and then add 2.
2 4-sided dice. Okay, yeah, I roll it, and it's rolled 2.
So you rolled 2 1s.
No, sorry, I rolled 2 the first time.
Yeah.
And then 1 the second time.
1 the second time, so you get 5 hit points back. Cool. I'm going to say, because it's been so long, Bono, make another death saving throw. So another d20.
If he gets a nat 1.
If he gets a nat 1, he's dead.
That's a success, isn't it?
What did you get?
It's got 10.
10. That is exactly a success. You're on 1 failure and 1 success. Would anyone like to bring him back to life, or are they just happy for him to
I'm
die?
gonna shout, "Don't worry, you guys, I've got it!" And I'm just gonna skip over to him and like pluck his health potion out of his breast pocket and just like pour it down his throat.
Cool, amazing.
With joy.
You do it. Roll 2d4 plus 2, Bono, to see how much healing you get.
Sorry, what dice?
2d4, so 2 4-sided dice.
4 and 3, 7.
3, amazing. Yeah, perfect. So you get 7 plus 2, so 9 points of healing. As someone finally takes pity on the poor man bleeding out on the floor and brings him back to life, you come back up. You're now
off there for a sec. Sorry.
You're now in a room. Rakesh is still there, sitting there on the floor. He's awake, a little bit glazed over, but he's starting to recover. He's like, that was a wild trip, guys. It was a wild trip.
Oh, Tom.
What's going on?
George's like a little bit impatient.
He's good as new. And I like sat him up and put his head on his shoulders.
Yo,
We're
that's
not
kind of
in trouble.
that's kind of messed up, Recolis. I'm not gonna lie. That's kind of messed up.
I'm going to not look at that.
Yeah,
I
that's
am
fair.
going to go over to that wizard and I'm going to cast friends on him.
You're gonna cast friends on him. Cool. So I have to make some sort of save for this, right?
No, there is no save. I just get advantage on all charisma checks directed at him for a minute. But then he will know that I've used it when it's run out.
That's fair.
But he's already our hostage. So
Yeah, he's already a hostage. So I think So you sort of like he's unconscious still. You sort of are you jostling him awake now as well?
Yeah.
Or? Cool. You jostle him awake and you cast friends as you do so. And then he sort of smiles a little bit at you before like he sort of looks a bit conflicted.
I'm going to put on my most persuasive silvery tones. I'm going to go, "You, tell me everything."
Give me a persuasion check with advantage, please.
That's either a 24 or a 23.
Cool. That's not a nat 20, right? That's just a
No,
19.
that's 19.
Cool.
Do I need to roll wild
amazing
magic
roll.
as well?
No. In this occasion, I'm going to say no. Cool. Yeah, you start to talk to him. You say, "Oh yeah, tell me what we want." And he feels a little bit amenable. He's like, "Yeah, I'll tell you everything. I'll tell you what I know." And he sort of starts to regale you with how they have taken the other 4 people, and Rakesh was the 5th, because when they visited the shrine, they themselves had managed to unlock some power that these wizards. And he tells you, "Oh, there's two more of us. There's 2 more wizards like me, and we were hoping to unlock the power of the beast whilst we were out there. I think we found it."
Who's the beast?
I don't quite know who the beast is or what the beast is, but the other wizards, they're my bosses, you see. And you realise this is sort of like a sort of underling to the other wizards.
Yeah.
Which you could probably really tell because he wasn't very good at the fireball, and his robes are a bit scraggly compared to what you'd expect for like someone who knew what they're doing. And he's like, but they've unlocked some power of the beast, and because these 5 people were there when they accidentally unlocked it, they're going to be our first. We wanted them to be. They'd be the first ones who'd be like most susceptible to the power. And he tells you a few more things like that. He sort of describes to you a few things like where it is and stuff like that. And he also tells you how they were planning to get in and out. And he says, "Yeah, it was going to be so easy. We almost had this one as well. All we did is we dimension doored in, grabbed them, and then dimension doored out. And they didn't know what would happen. And then the friend spell ends after a minute. He's like, what? Oh. And like, if his hands were untied, he would be like, oh no, what have I done? As he spilled a fair amount of the information. And sorry, one last thing he told you is he also told you similar things of how where the shrine was, which you already knew.
I'm going to smile at him and go, thank you so much for all that information. That was very helpful of you.
Oh no, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? Are you going to let me go? Let me go, please.
I'm going to punch him in the face as hard as I can.
Cool. Boom. Are you trying to kill him or are you knocking him out here?
Well, I do literally 0 damage, so it's just because I wanted to.
Cool. You just, boom, you punch him across the face. He's like, ow, that hurt. But he
That's
still
for
stays
messing with
away.
my friends.
Can I put him to sleep with my remaining spell slot?
You can. I would probably say don't do that. That would be a waste of a spell slot.
Okay.
I would let you do it, but you're better off saving that for another situation because it's quite a powerful spell.
I think maybe Recolis would be traumatized if we killed this guy.
Yes.
What do you say, David?
That's why I was going to put him to sleep.
I mean, you can again just punch him and or stab him for non-lethal damage, right? And then he'll go unconscious. Which is essentially what you did before. So you can do that.
Just don't want him to come after us and be a pain. Can we just drag him to the academy real quick and just dump him with Argyle?
Absolutely, yeah. You can absolutely do that. He's complaining the whole way, and Rakesh is walking alongside you as you leave. He's like, "Oh, thanks, people. That was dope. I thought I was gonna be a goner."
Gosh, you've messed with some stuff you really shouldn't. Recolis, you okay?
I'm just a little bothered.
I mean, Recolis, you've surely killed things before, right?
I have, but we decapitated. They were still beings. They weren't like monsters. This wasn't school.
Yeah.
There's a head in your house.
Yeah, I'll just clean it up. It's not the first time. David knows what I'm talking about, don't you, David?
Always.
Some of the parties. Oh.
I do have a question though. I feel quite guilty for the trauma I've caused Recolis. Can I use a skill of persuasion to convince Recolis that this was okay?
I mean, it's up to Recolis whether or not she's persuaded by your words. What are you saying to her?
I instantly believe you.
Okay.
Tell me what you say to her.
Sometimes when someone acts bad, and you have no choice to protect your friends, the kindest thing to do is to take their head off, to give them something to think about, because that way they don't have any other body parts to distract them from the mind.
That makes sense. And then now they're one with the universe, and the universe can give them the guidance that they need in another life.
Yes.
I completely understand. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Oh, that's deep, David. That's deep. So you mean every time I'm fighting someone and I decapitate them, they become one with the universe?
It takes away the body and just leaves the mind. One day I hope the same will happen to each of you.
Oh, I hope it happens to me too. And he's sort of lost in his own thoughts. Cool. Yeah, you drag this wizard back to Argyle, who happily locks him away.
I'm going to make sure that I use thaumaturgy to open every single door so that we don't have to put him down. And
amazing. Roll twice to see if you trigger a wild magic serve.
14 and a 4.
4. Cool. No wild magic surges now. Yeah. Cool. Door slam and open. The jail door opens as you throw him in there, and you make your way out. Rakesh is still with you. What would you all like to do? You now have the location of the temple. You know where to go. What would you like?
So I guess we need to go ahead and go to the temple.
Yeah, it's kind of in a rush, isn't it? We can't really wait until tomorrow. That would be incredibly dangerous.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Can we? Is there like a kind of a hospital, like a nurse wing of the academy, so we can heal off some of these useless? I mean.
Yeah, there is.
Great. Okay. Let's go to the infirmary real quick and then set off. Good plan.
I like that idea.
Me too.
You go to the infirmary and you see there is a kindly sort of cleric, a cleric lady named Azar. She sees all of you looking quite beat up. She's like, "Oh, what have you all got in trouble again?" And then within a few moments, magic flows all over you, and you're all healed back up to full hit points.
Thank you.
You haven't recovered any of your spell slots or anything like that though. So those, if you've spent them, they're gone.
How can we get them back? Just by the way.
With a long rest.
Okay.
In all your cases. So it's essentially spending 8 hours like resting. So like for example, if you were to go to sleep now, you would get them back for the morning. But one thing the wizard did say is that a lot of things was going down tonight because Rakesh was the last one they needed.
Sure.
Is anyone really good at like finding and propelling a boat? David, weren't you on the rowing team?
Do you know, it slips my mind, but yes, I was quite the rower. I have my oar always with me.
Amazing.
As you do this, you actually just pull out your greatsword and you're like, my oar. It doubles as a thing. Hold on, I'm going to share with you a map again. You would all know that the best place that you can quite easily get a boat from is from the boating house in the east of the town.
Right. Let's go to the boating house. Though when we walk past the fountain, can I throw like a coin in it?
Yeah, absolutely. You throw a coin into it. Let's see what happens. Okay, cool. That happens. And sorry, I should check my notes. Cool. As you do this, sorry, I just want to see which one it was. For a moment, Joy disappears. Like all of the rest of you just see them completely vanish. For a moment, Joy, you reappear in the astral plane. It's trippy as heck. Like it's almost like in the state there's like northern lights everywhere. There's like glowing things. There's arcane magic, and then boom, within a second you're back. So within like the space of like a few seconds, you're back within the normal thing.
Whoa.
Where'd you go?
Yeah.
Astral plane?
Oh.
What's
yeah.
that?
I don't feel any different, but okay.
How did you do that?
I threw a coin in the fountain. I thought it'd be good luck.
Yeah, the fountain is kind of rad. You never quite know where you're gonna end up. Rakesh says to you.
Ooh, I throw a coin in the fountain too.
Cool. Cool. Okay. So with this one, you disappear and immediately, splush! You splash down in the middle of the magical lake in this area. You sort of do it, and then back again. You're back in the square, now completely soaked head to toe.
I want to go. Me next. I throw a coin in the fountain.
Flick a coin. Cool. This time, you find yourself at the very top of the bell tower of the academy, looking down at them. But then you realize you're not actually inside the bell tower, and you start falling and falling and falling, and your momentum goes away, and you're fine again.
Whoa.
Me.
You were up there.
Again, you vanish again. This time, you end up in a completely blank plane. There is nothing here except for just this weird, long, roaring sound. And as you look and turn, you see a dragon before you. Black fire heads towards you. Like, you pop back into the normal plane.
David, you look a bit scared.
Are you okay?
I was in a very unusual place. There was nothing. I was enveloped by darkness all around me until I saw these eyes. Till I could smell the smoke. I could feel the warmth, the heat.
It's almost like you were looking for some hot stuff, baby, this evening.
Rakesh definitely starts like grooving as you start like playing your lute and just like, oh yeah, play that funky beat.
Cool.
At this
Right,
point,
okay, let's go save some rubbish little children, shall we?
Yes.
Sorry, Rakesh, but
Yeah, do you need me to come with you, or are you okay by yourself?
I mean, if you want to come, then sure.
Yeah, I mean, I'm totally down to save my friends. I just didn't want to get in the way of all of you.
No, come on. I mean, it feels only fair that you help.
Yeah.
Sick. me and Stella are gonna have some good times. And as he pulls out Stella, which is his great axe, and he sort of starts like tapping it, and then he puts it back on his back. Cool. Yeah.
Great.
You head down to the boating docks, where Rakesh goes to get you a boat, which he takes kind of literally as he sort of like goes, picks up a boat from one part, lifts it over his head, and then splashes it into the water, which he could have literally just pulled it through because there's like a channel. And then he says, all right, let's go. And you all sort of get into the boat.
I vote that Rakesh does a lot of the rowing because he seems pretty...
but I used to row.
Yeah, you can row too. We just need one person to be the coxswain?
So the cox is the one who leads the boat, so you could be the cox.
I beg your pardon?
Just someone needs to be a cox. I'll do it. I'm probably not very good at rowing. Actually, I'm very bad at rowing, so I will be the boat leader.
Cool. Rakesh and David like get their oars out. In Rakesh's case, it's Stella. In David's case, it's his great sword. And like in time with the command, they start like rowing you down.
Bono, you can play us like a little rowing tune. They're a thing,
Just
right?
last, should I play something inspiring for our journey there?
Yeah.
I can't actually play it just in real life, by the way.
You twang the chords, like beautiful melodies flow out from it.
Don't go chasing waterfalls. Stick to the rivers and the lakes that you're used to.
That's deep, man. And after a while, you make your way deep along the river, deep into the thick growth. The trees around you become thicker and thicker by the moment as you head further and further into this forest. The area around you becomes darker and darker as the canopy becomes thicker and thicker. Oh, I think we're getting close, man.
Oh, Fricolis, could you... I'm facing the wrong way. If you could like keep a lookout for those 3 crossbow bolts.
Oh,
that'd be great.
Yeah, I can do that.
Cool.
Because all I can see is your beautiful face, so...
Oh, thank you. I was just going to sit here and be pretty.
Cool, yeah. Give me a perception check with advantage, Rakonis, to see how long it takes you to find this thing.
You said with advantage?
With advantage, yeah. So roll twice, give me the higher one.
Okay. First roll, perception is an 8. This one is a 19.
Oh, amazing. With the 19, like, you're sort of like keeping your eyes like scanning the shore to see if you see anything. And you almost miss it for a moment, and then you see it on the wall. So you say, stop. And there you can see a triangle of crossbow bolts firmly embedded in the bark of a great tree. Oh, yeah, this is the place. And you sort of all disembark from there. I think I know most of the way. I think I know some of the way. And you sort of like point out some tracks which lead away. Everyone give me another perception check.
Okay.
Uh-oh. well, this sounds dangerous. Oh, 17.
16.
I also have 17.
Cool. You, all of you except, yeah, so you with that sort of perception, you sort of scan around, you see the tracks in front of you, you see where they're heading off a bit deeper into the forest. What you notice as well is another boat. And as you sort of start looking through, you sort of comb through the belongings in the boat. There's not much there, but what there is a small piece of like cloth fabric, which when you look at it matches very closely to what the wizard that you saw earlier was wearing. So clearly one of them has gotten snagged on this and a bit of cloth. So this is clearly their boat. So this is where they've come to.
Right.
Path follows deeper into the jungle. What would you like to do?
I have a question.
The boat.
Yes.
What time of year is it?
It would be the equivalent of like a spring.
Okay. So there's not like a bunch of mosquitoes?
No, nothing like that.
Okay. I start following.
Cool, yeah.
Let's tie up the boat really well with my 50-foot of rope.
Cool, yeah, you tie this down really, really, really well. Everything is nicely done there. Can I quickly get a party order to determine what order people are going in? So I'm saying Ricolis is at the front, I guess?
Yeah, I want to be the number 2 person.
You want to be number 2 person? Okay, cool. Who's going to be leading the way?
Oh, Bono, yeah, let's lead with the bard.
I was going to say I'll go at the back, but...
Right, David, you're leading.
I'll take the lead.
Cool. David is leading, Ricolis is second. Rakesh, I'm going to say, is in the middle behind Ricolis. Then it's going to be... Joy, then Rakesh.
Can I use my divine sense to check if there's any fiend within 60 feet?
Yeah, feel free to use it. That doesn't use a spell slot, right? That's just a class feature, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah, cool. You sort of, it's like the equivalent of like a celestial radar, as like magic sort of like goes out from you in an almost imperceptible wave. You don't sense any fiends or anything like that in the nearby area.
Cool.
I'm going to use prestidigitation to take the sweat out of the clothes of everyone who's been rowing.
Cool, yeah. That's 2 uses. So David, you become drier. Rakesh becomes drier. Roll me once a d20, please.
18.
18. Cool, nothing happens. Yeah, you start to make your way deeper into the forest now. As you're making your way through as you make your way to the forest, above you, you see like a little monkey comes down. He sort of like works his way down the branches slowly, before popping in front of, like alongside you. He's sort of like rustling along, and they like do like this sort of motion, and then like this sort of thing. What do you want to do?
Ooh, let's give him some of my rations. I love sharing.
You break off a little bit of your rations, and he looks delighted. He's stuck. And then he dashes off into the trees.
I look super sad.
You look sad?
Yes, I wanted to keep him.
You wanted to keep him? Aww. Cool. You keep making your way deeper into the forest. Can David give me a perception check, please?
Yes, certainly.
Uh-oh.
How dark is the forest, by the way?
It's sort of like, do you know how like in like, it's sort of like almost like overcast? So like, it's like as if you were under a thick layer of cloud. So like little beams of sunlight occasionally break through. You can certainly see, it's not quite dim light, but it's like...
Okay.
Like
I've
not
rolled
everything is
6.
Huh?
I've
6?
rolled, yeah.
Cool, you don't notice anything. You keep making your way deeper into the forest. Suddenly, this comes upon you really quickly. You hear right next to you rustling coming from one of the bushes, and boom! It comes flying open, and barreling into David is someone. Immediately barrels into him, knocks him over. What you notice is this is what you can see is a human person. Their clothes are ragged and ripped. What would you like to do?
Who are you?
You immediately exclaim. He looks up at you, and he said, "Please, don't hurt me." And all of you suddenly, and those of you who knew the students from before, recognize this as Lionel. Rakesh.
Lionel. How's it going, buddy?
He sort of looks down at you as he's like on top of you, like he's like, oh, David. Oh, I'm sorry, dude. And he sort of like gets off. He sees Rakesh there. He's like, Rakesh, and they both like give each other a big hug.
Help me up.
They both look excited. Yeah, he gives the hug first, and then he helps you up. What was that, Ricolis?
Oh, I was also helping him up.
Cool. Yeah, amazing. Yeah, everyone's back on their feet. Lionel looks like out of breath, and all of that. He's like, I'm so sorry. It was rough. I was captured 4 days ago. Each day they brought another one of one of our party. They're all there now. Everyone, give me a quick perception check as well.
15.
19.
20. Oh, cool. Loads of great. Amazing rolls from everyone. All of you, you have the time to stop for a minute and you look up and down him. You can see like his face looks like he looked like desperate. He's a bit grubby. His clothes are a little bit ragged and ripped. His shorts are like a little bit like they're also like torn apart a little bit.
I'm going to use my magic to clean all his clothes again.
Cool, yeah, you clean his clothes. Roll on the magic. Roll d20. One thing you do notice, though. 18. Cool. One thing you do notice is along his side there's like a long, deep cut. I'm gonna say with the 23 as well. You know that this isn't from some sort of blade, or like bludgeoning. It's like not a normal weapon has caused this like cut. It looks very like it looks almost animal-like in nature.
Can I use a bandage to try to patch him up a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely. You wrap it up. You manage to like put a little bit of gauze there, clean up the wound. He like thanks Ricolis, I appreciate that. He's still like sort of like not favouring that side of it. Like it's noticeable that he's like.
I give him a snack.
You give him a what? Sorry.
A snack.
A snack, yeah, cool. He happily like he devours it like he really quickly eats it. Far faster than you'd expect.
Can I help him further by laying on hands to restore hit points for him?
You absolutely can. How much do you want to use?
How much do I have?
I think you'll only have 5 points. I would say lay on hands is an incredibly powerful tool.
I think I've changed my mind.
I'd be reluctant about using too much of it on a person.
Didn't we heal up at the hospital back at the academy?
You did.
I have a feeling that we're about to fight something very bad.
Yeah.
I mean, you already know that you've got like there's 2 wizards at this temple, right? So
yeah.
You can certainly give him a point or 2 of healing if you want to, though.
No, I'd rather save that for Bono.
Yeah, totally fair. He says, "Yeah, I'm sorry. It was rough. The wizards came, Dimension Doored in, captured me, Dimension Doored out. One by one, they brought everyone. I thought you were next for sure, Rakesh." He's like, "No, they can't hold me down. They can't hold me down." And he looks around sheepishly at you guys, and he's like, "They helped a lot as well. They had me. They had me, but."
I don't want to know what you children were messing with, okay?
You don't want to know. Yeah, we won't tell you then.
That the spirit was purified in the process and at peace.
Yes, we'll say that, Ricolis.
Let's go do this. Let's save your friends.
Yeah, let's do it. I'm ready. And the two buddies basically do like a fist pump and like an elbow pump and then like a sort of chest bump. It's clearly part of their routine. Like, you make your way further into the forest. again, a couple of monkeys appear and they sort of make their way down. This time about 3 or 4 of them. All of
Hi,
them this
monkey.
time going,
Oh yeah, I'm just handing out more pieces of my rations.
cool. Yeah, you hand out pieces of rations, they all happily munch it and then fly off into the trees again.
They
Nicole is
reminded me
presumably
of the
looking sadder.
monstrous enemy that I once faced that leaves me quivering with fear.
David, every time he sees one, is like... can everyone give me a
Gives
quick
me
actual
hiccups.
perception, quick insight check, actually?
An insight
Yeah, an insight check.
of 14.
14?
7 total.
Cool.
19.
19?
15.
15. Cool. Joy notices one thing. There were basically all of the monkeys went round to all of you to like beg for the food. The only one that didn't, they noticeably, like, you could see there was like they avoided it. They avoided Lionel.
Lionel? Are you okay?
I felt better, you know, like this hurts, and he points to his side where the injury was.
I'm gonna go. Rakesh, could you ask Lionel a question that only Lionel would know the answer to?
Yeah, he's like, he goes into some like long and sordid question about something that like literally is something. It's very personal, and Lionel like blushes and then like whispers the answer in his ear. It's Lionel. It's Lionel.
Okay.
Only Lionel knows that. Only Lionel would admit to that.
Just checking.
Can I ask him to whisper to me what you said?
You're gonna like actually, you know what? Give me a persuasion check with disadvantage again.
Okay. So,
It's not
persuasion.
Davi the persuasive, is he?
I've got persuasion is it says +4.
Yeah.
But then I've got an 18.
18. Is that with disadvantage, right? So you roll it twice and take the lower figure.
Oh wait, hang on.
Oh no.
Oh, then it's 9.
9. He says, bruh, best you don't know. Best you don't know. What you don't know, Argyle can't beat you up for. And they both like sheepishly sort of like bro-five each other. You keep heading deeper into the forest. You're now getting really close to where this temple is. Are you trying to approach stealthily? Are you just going to burst out there? What are you going to do?
I said be stealthy.
Yeah.
Cool.
But
yeah.
before we move in, since Joy is right behind me, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I whisper, "Hey, do you think there's like a strange like tracking or trap magic type? I don't know, something evil on his wound?"
It could be. I could check, maybe.
If you want to, you don't have to. But
I'll be like within 10 minutes of the place anyway.
Yeah, you are.
So my detect magic would last until we like get there, pretty much.
I'd say so. We'll say you're like 5 minutes from there.
Yeah. Okay. I'll cast detect magic then, and but I'll do it quietly.
So you can do it as quietly as you can try. Yeah, you cast detect magic. Give me an Arcana check.
Oh.
Also, roll me a d20, please.
Oh, I'd forgotten about that.
I hadn't.
My Arcana check is 15.
15.
My wild magic is a 4.
It's a 4. Cool. Nothing happens with wild magic, so I just need to check something. Yeah, you do this. There's a lot of things that you notice with this. All around you, basically, like this forest is basically gleaming with magic. Like those monkeys that you saw earlier, they light up. You can't quite tell what's magical about them, but you can tell they're like either some sort of conjuration or something. Lionel has faint traces of what you can tell as transmutation magic around him. Faint traces.
Weird. Oh, weird.
All localized around where his wound is.
Oh, I don't like that at all. I'm gonna whisper all this information to recall this and be like, do you know anything about transmutation magic?
I don't know if I do.
Give me an Arcana check.
Okay. Oh no. I have a -1 on all intelligence stuff. So a 14.
A 14. With a 14, you know that transmutation is used to change the form of stuff, but you don't know anything more.
All I know is that it changes stuff. Maybe they've been transforming him into different animals.
Maybe. It's just around his wound.
Maybe they made his wound look like a bunch of cockroaches.
What if we were to cut his wound off?
What? Did you hear this, David? Oh.
David's right at the front, so I don't think you would have heard this.
Sorry. I have excellent hearing.
I mean, he could turn back and whisper over his shoulder, actually, so...
You know, give me a perception check to see if you'd have heard this.
Okay.
I'll give one to see if Rakesh
I rolled a 2.
You're not going to believe this, but I don't know if I can show this to you. You can't see that. Both of them rolled 2s as well, so triple 2s all around. So no one heard it. Bono, Bono, roll me a perception check to see if you heard it. Sorry, what was that, Bono?
I said I'm at the back, so I could have heard it.
Yeah, you know what? Give me a perception with advantage in your case, because you're actually pretty close to them.
Was this perception?
Yes, please.
Plus my 1. 19.
19, yeah, you definitely hear this. So you hear the talk of them cutting the wound out, you hear the talk of the transmutation magic.
So I don't mean to butt into your conversation, folks, but I couldn't help but overhear what you were saying, and it's piqued my curiosity. Is there anything that I can do to maybe assist?
Do you know anything about transmutations?
Arcana check. just so I know how much you know.
Yeah, 5.
5. You know it's magic.
It's magic.
It's magic.
Right. I'm going to use my prestidigitation to make cockroaches appear on Ricolus's outfit.
Oh, that's cruel. That's cruel. Yeah, cockroaches appear.
Funny ones.
On your outfit. That's mean.
Uh-oh.
Roll d20 for magic surge.
Oh, no. Just because it was funny, because she'd be like, oh, maybe they've turned this thing into cockroaches, and I was going to do it to her. 16.
No, nothing happens. Cool. Yeah, cockroaches appear on Ricolus's clothes.
Oh, I start freaking out.
Actually, give me a perception check to see if you can tell that these are magical and
Okay.
Just little drawings of cockroaches.
So 9 plus 4, 13.
Yeah, you know that these are magical fake ones, and that Joy's definitely done this type of trick on you before.
Okay, so it caught me off guard for a half second.
Yeah.
But then I just say, Joy, stop!
Sorry, I thought it'd be funny.
We are in a serious situation.
Yeah, but you know, the light and the making light and the light and stuff. Right?
Right.
You're making your way closer to the temple now. And last time, about 50 monkeys now descend from there. All of them.
How magic do they look?
They're all vaguely magical. You can tell they're not magical beasts, but there's just some magic with them. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna keep handing out my rations to these 50 monkeys.
Cool. You hand out the last of your rations. Sorry?
I want to hug one.
Cool. You're gonna have to give me a dex check to see if you can grab one.
Yeah, I'll roll for it.
Just a straight dexterity check.
Oh, 18 plus 1, 19.
Cool. You manage to scramble and grab one and pull it into a deep hug. Let's see how well it responds. Oh yeah, you know what? It gives a hug. Give me a quick perception check.
11 plus 4, 15.
15. You sort of feel in your back pocket a slight twinge, as like it steals a gold coin from your back pocket and runs off. But you manage to see this happening, and it sort of like happily just runs off. Like
I can't even be mad.
The rest of the monkeys all actually. Bono, what do you do with the monkeys?
I noticed that they seem to respond well with Joy's rations, so I'm gonna give a portion of one of my own to give to a monkey.
Yeah, cool. You split up a few. You hand out to a few monkeys. They all happily munch it. One thing you do notice again is now the all of them seem to hiss as they go past Lionel. They sort of go at Lionel just for a moment, and then go back to being normal whenever they interact with one of you.
Weird.
Cool. The monkeys all go up in the trees. Rakesh says, "I think we're getting really close, everyone."
Ricola smells like a monkey now.
How would you like to approach this? You said you want to do it stealthily. Are you all going at once stealthily? Is someone trying to scout ahead? What's your thoughts?
I think we should go one at a time.
Yeah.
Although it comes to my mind that everyone else that we were looking for seemed to go one at a time, so maybe, we shouldn't be too far apart, not to get picked off.
Yeah. Is my detect magic seeing anything?
So what's the range on detect magic? It's only 30 feet, right?
Yeah.
Okay, no. So you're still like you can't even see. You're like nearing the edge of the canopy, and you can see there's a sort of clearing like 200 feet ahead or something like that. Yeah. But you can't. Your detect magic isn't close enough to detect stuff.
Lionel, where's the smart angle to approach from?
Let's see if Lionel would have noticed. No. Okay, so I don't know. I'm sorry, Joy. I just managed to they stopped watching me for a bit after they did this. They stabbed me and then they just sort of threw me on a pile. And I managed to untie my knots and just leg it. I'm sorry, I can't remember the layout, but I remember that there was some sort of and he sort of looks in his memories there was some sort of temple building and there's a cauldron there.
Lionel,
there are a couple wizards.
Lionel, what did they stab you with?
I didn't get a good look at it, but it looked like some sort of tooth or claw or talon or something.
Oh.
So suspicious.
Very. Don't like the sound of that.
What did that wizard say they were trying to summon back at...
He said they were trying to summon the powers of the beast. Because he was an underling, he didn't quite know the details, but he knew that these 5 people who had been captured, because they were there at because they accidentally did something at this shrine, it unlocked some power that meant they were susceptible to it.
Were they going to sacrifice you, friend?
I don't know. I was the first one there, and all they did was stab me. But I didn't see anything else.
And they didn't dress you in any... Well, did you come dressed like this, or is this just what happened?
I mean, when you fight someone, your clothes get a bit tatty. It's not. I mean, this wouldn't be my first choice of garb, but you know how it is. And then I had to run through the underbush and then smashed into you guys. Stuff gets broken up.
But this wasn't like a ritual wear that they put on.
No, they didn't strip me and change me or anything. That'd be weird.
That's good. I'm going to take this moment to take my 2 sorcery points and turn them into a spell slot, so I get one back.
Yep, you get a spell slot back.
Okay, so what we could do is we could sneak close enough so we see what's going on, and then we could cause some sort of distraction. I could put on some sort of spell or something to make them all look the wrong way, and then we could all attack at once.
Yeah, that works.
I like that. That is much better than the plan I had.
What was your plan, Nicholas?
Oh, well, I was going to volunteer to be a distraction and just be pretty. and then you guys sneak in, and then I hold a conversation, and then you like get everyone out, and then you rescue.
You are very pretty, but I don't think. I mean, I'm not willing to risk your face on that.
I have an idea, though.
For the team.
We could use a chain of multiple distractions. So if Recolis goes over and charms them with her looks, I could then run past, as I've been known to do in the past, and get their attention so that Bono could definitely get in. And then what was your distraction, Joy?
Well, I could do lots of different things. What I could do is I could make like a static image of you appear maybe 30 feet away, and then the real you would be somewhere else.
Could you make a animated one with my arms up like this?
I can give it some sparks.
That will do.
Are you using minor illusion, I guess, right? And
minor illusion, and then plus thaumaturgy. Yeah.
Plus thaumaturgy, yeah.
On the back of that as well, because David, if you remember, I gave you bardic inspiration, which you get to use.
Yes.
I'm going to say you still have that bardic inspiration, even though the 10 minutes is gone, because I want to see you use it at some point.
Oh, yeah, 10 minutes, yeah, okay.
Cool, okay, so the plan seems to be Joy's going to minor illusion David with his arms up in the air and magic sparks around him.
Yeah.
Recolis is
Going to be pretty.
Going to be pretty and trying to distract them. David is going in there gung-ho from a different angle and smashy. And Bono is going to be there at the back with some sort of magic.
Yep.
Cool. That sounds like a great plan. I'm going to ask... let me see. I'm going to ask... let's get a stealth roll, actually, from everyone, first of all, to see if you can get to the canopy line without being detected.
How loud are we?
I got a 6.
A 6. So I'm taking an average, essentially, here to see if you beat a DC, because it's all of you as a whole.
I have 19.
19.
Wait, this is a stealth roll, yeah?
Stealth roll, yeah. So D20 plus whatever your stealth is, 7. Joy?
Oh, I got 16.
16. Cool. That's just about enough. That's about 12 overall. You all managed to creep up to the edge of the canopy. All give me a perception check to see what you see.
Come on, don't fail me now. 18.
Cool.
21.
21. Sick. Cool. I'm gonna share. What you see in the clearing. So you've all come to the edge of the clearing, and this is what you see. I hope you can see that. Can you see an image?
Yes.
Yeah.
So cool. So what you see ahead of you is you see a dilapidated temple. You see some steps which go up to like a stony temple base. You can see at the back of it there's sort of like a chest which has been smashed over the years. You can see another small table on it containing a sickle and some sort of potions. At the center you can see a brazier with a fire around it, and you can see sort of like little wooden sort of like fence around it and some sort of like almost molten lava-y rocks type of thing surrounding this brazier. On the right hand side you can see the cauldron, and around the cauldron is some green arcane magic flowing all around the cauldron. You're essentially coming from the south of this, so you can see there's a big old rock to the left, there's a canopy of the trees to the bottom right, and there's another smaller rock to the top left, and to the top right there's another tree. So basically it's like a clearing in the middle, and this temple at the center of it. You can see two wizards, both on the altar of this temple, both with their hands up like this. One of them they both got like some sort of spell casting focus around their neck. One of them, eyes are glowing green, hands are glowing brightly. You can also see in front of you, you can see the 4 captured people. You can see all of them sort of arrayed around the altar.
I have a better
all of them are
idea.
tied up. With what was the highest someone got? Someone got like a 19 or something,
I got
right?
19.
I got a 21.
Cool. With a 19 and a 21, you look at it, and before your very eyes, you see one of them, the one whose hands are not. Oh, sorry, the ones whose hands are glowing. He picks up what looks to be a long tooth, and goes over to one of them. Goes over to the person you recognize as Santara. Stabs her in the side with this tooth. She starts bleeding from the side, and then he sort of reaches out. The wound looks very similar to what Lionel looked at. And when you look around, you can see that Flanketh, the Elven Ranger, has a very similar wound. Gaz does not have a wound like this yet. What would you like to do?
I'm going to
And again, he goes to chanting with his hands. Okay,
God.
cool.
I'm changing my distraction to the flames under the cauldron.
Okay.
I'm going to make them just cycle through rainbow colors for a minute.
Okay, cool. Are you doing that immediately now, or are you waiting for everyone to do something first? Are you the first to go, essentially?
I think I'm the first to go because I just panicked seeing them do that stabby thing. So I'm just like, woo, rainbows, and also some sparkles.
Cool. Okay, cool. They don't actually know what it is. Give me a d20 roll as well.
Oh. 15.
15, cool. Yeah, underneath them, flaming rainbows appear. The two of them suddenly are like startled and are like, huh? What is this? What is this? What is this? I don't recognize this type of magic. What? Most bizarre. We must accelerate this. We must accelerate this before it is too late. This happens. The thing happens. Hands go up. More energy starts flowing through him. What would you like to do?
Guys, I'm gonna do it. I'm going to be a distraction. Is that okay?
Do it.
And you said we're high up, right?
Yep, you're high up.
We have the high ground.
I try to quietly climb down.
Oh, sorry, you're not high up. No, sorry, you're not high up. Sorry, this is like a flat plane that you're on, and then there's like the altars in the middle, which is higher up.
Am I within 120 feet?
You are within 120 feet.
I'm going to firebolt one of them.
Cool, so you are opening the thing. In that case, everyone roll me initiative.
Uh-oh.
Okay, cool. I'm going to roll to see whether or not they are surprised by this. Cool. One of them is surprised. The one who had his hands up in the air is... the one who had his hands up in the air is not surprised. The one who didn't have his hands up in the air is surprised.
I rolled a 13.
Hold on, let me just write these down. Ricolis, that was a 13.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Joy?
4.
Joy with a 4. Cool. David?
19.
19, David. Great roll. Bono?
16.
16, also a good roll as well. Lovely. Let me roll for initiative for these two people. You are all incredibly lucky right now. Because they both rolled nat 20s on that. So, well, I would say you're very lucky in that you didn't take a double crit damage, but it's not the worst place to get double crits. But they are going to be right at the top of the round. Incredible. What's the odds? I mean, 1 in 400, I guess, but...
Yeah.
Cool. 20. Perfect. All right. Lovely. Cool. Top of the round. This you start to prepare your fireball. You get noticed as you're doing this. So it's actually going to be that wizard leader. He sees attack. And boom.
Damn it.
Arcane green energy whooshes out in all directions. From everyone, give me a perception check.
Okay.
I don't like this at all.
17.
20.
7.
Cool. I think all of you actually would see this. You suddenly see Lionel's eyes glow red.
Uh-oh.
And before you, in front of your very eyes, he like howls almost. Not howls, sorry, roars. Like a big, just a big roar, and his features melt away and change almost into what looks like a tigerish kind of complexion. Claws grow out, his teeth elongate, and he looks ready to rumble. And he is now in the midst of you, next to Rakesh. Rakesh flips out and is like, "Yo, Lionel, what is up? What's this, dude?" And he just roars back in his face. Cool. As you notice, this on the altar, both Flanketh and Santara's eyes also glow red, but they don't transform yet. Cool. With that, it's going to be Joy's turn, and my pen's going to go flying through the air.
I firebolt the guy who just cast the green scary thing.
Cool. Yeah, roll the attack.
23.
23. Boom! Hits him solidly. Give me damage. How much damage?
More damage. 5.
5 points of damage. Good hit, good hit, good hit. Cool. Next up, we are now to the top of the round. It's gonna be Lionel, actually.
Oh no.
Lionel is next to Rakesh, so he's actually just gonna with his sort of like tiger-like claws. Sorry, actually, he's gonna bite him. He's just gonna he's gonna take a bite out of him. Let's see if he hits. He does hit. Sinks his teeth deep into Rakesh, doing 6 points of damage. Cool. Where's Rakesh? Rakesh is there. 6. Cool. Rakesh looks pretty bloodied. Next up is going to be Wizard Leader. Another green energy blast comes out. One of the... Actually, no. He's not going to do that yet. Flies out a firebolt. In return, straight back at you, Joy.
No!
That's going to hit. Got an 18 plus, like, 22, I think it is. I think that's going to hit. And that's going to be... Where's firebolt? 1d10. Where's my d10? There it is. That's going to be 6 points of damage on you, Joy. A big firebolt crashes into you. That's going to be his turn. It's going to be the other wizard after that. He's going to throw a firebolt at you, David, as the first one that he sees. That's also going to hit. That's a 22 as well. And that is going to be, again, a 1d10. Am I getting this right? It is 1d10, right? Yeah, firebolt 1d10. Man, you rolled really badly on your firebolts earlier, didn't you? 4 points of damage to you, David.
Okay.
And it's now going to be David. Your go.
Okay, so I'm just checking. I've got a breath weapon which I can use to breathe fire in a 15-foot cone. Each creature within must take a dex save or take 2d6 damage. Can I do that?
I never asked you. Are you a Dragonborn then? I guess.
I am. Yes.
Dragonborn. Sorry. What was the range and whatnot?
Breath a 15-foot cone. It says. I don't know where it says about the range.
Cool. 15-foot cone is the range.
Okay. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, you can. To do that, you're gonna have to run. You're gonna have to run out into the open. I'm gonna say you can make it to the bottom of the stairs, which would just about put you in range to do a 15-foot cone.
What happens if I use my inspiration?
In this case, nothing.
Okay,
So inspiration, what it does is it gives you advantage on an attack roll. I believe with a breath weapon, they have to make some sort of save, either a Constitution save or a Dexterity save.
Yeah, a dex save.
Cool. So yeah, you run out. You manage. You can get both of the wizards in this, if that's presumably what you want to try and do. Cool. What's the DC I have to beat for this?
The dice roll is.
So it's not the dice roll. It's on there. It'll say Dex, and then it'll say what the it'll say like DC 12 or DC 15 or something like
Oh,
that.
DC 8.
DC 8. Okay, cool. One of them. So the leader, he manages to duck a little bit out of the way. The other one takes the full brunt of it. I think there'll be a certain amount of damage you roll, and I'm guessing.
Yeah,
if
it
they
says
pass, they get half.
2d6 damage.
Cool. Yeah, roll 2d6.
Okay. 6. So the first roll is a 6, second roll is a 2.
So that's 8 damage in total, and then it's halved if you pass, presumably.
Yeah.
Cool. Great move. Yeah, you rush out in the middle. You blow hot, fiery breath towards these two wizards. Both of them take some damage. The wizard who seems to be in charge takes less damage, but the other one takes the full brunt of it. And looks a bit hurt. Cool. Great turn there. Great turn. Next up is going to be Bono.
Bono. One question about my other cantrip, light. What does that do?
Light just means you cast it on something, and basically it becomes a source of light. I don't think there's any real combat usage for you. What cantrips do you have? You have Vicious Mockery. You have. Say again.
I've only got the 2, light and mockery.
Cool. So Vicious Mockery is your only damage dealing one. You must have, and you have 1 spell slot left, if I'm correct, right?
I do, yeah.
What spells do you have left?
I've got Kill Rings, Words, Sleep, and Detect Magic.
Okay, cool. And what was the third one?
Sleep.
Sleep. Okay, cool. So Cure Wounds and Healing Word, obviously healing magic. Sleep can be good to try and put a lot of things to sleep at once, and Vicious Mockery is good for doing damage and giving disadvantage to one. Or you can stab them with your rapier. It's up to you.
I have a dagger as well.
Rapiers will be a better option, but you're welcome to use it.
Debating whether it's worth trying to put them to sleep this early on the fight.
Lullaby.
Alright, that Joy's little moment of inspiration inspires me. I'm going to try and cast Sleep on the wizards.
Cool. I'm going to say with that, hold on, what's the thing? Cool, so it's within 20 feet, so you can get both wizards. Oh, sorry, there's what? No, they haven't had their turn yet. Cool. Yeah, it's just going to be the 2 wizards who get put to sleep here. So what you're going to do is roll me 5 d8s.
5, okay.
5 d8s.
Right, so 3, 8, 4, 6, 4. 3, 8, 4, 6, 4.
How much is that in total?
Oh gosh.
See, best bet for all DMs. Let your players do the maths. What was the number?
25.
25. Oh, amazing. Who are you? Who are you? So the way sleep works is basically you choose the first creature. Essentially, if that 25 is above what their hit points left is, they fall asleep. Any remaining hit points would then go to the next one again. If it's above the hit point, they would go to sleep. Which one would you like to start with?
Whichever wizard is closest to my location.
So that would be the not leader one. Cool. So, boom. That first one, drops to the ground, completely unconscious. Yeah, there's no save for this, is there? Yeah, cool. Falls completely unconscious. So that uses 12. So you have, how much do you have? 25, right? Cool. You have 13 points left, which is not quite enough. Unfortunately for you, so just one of them falls asleep with that. But the leader on the altar is still up.
Amazing.
But yeah, one enemy down. All there seems to be is this fella here, and that one, and so Lionel and the leader wizard on the altar.
Cool. Can I also, as my bonus, can I try Vicious Mockery on the...
I think Vicious Mockery is an action, so you won't be able to do that, no. with your bonus action, I think the only thing you can do is give someone bardic inspiration.
Yeah, I will give that to. I'll give that to Joy.
Joy, cool. You play a little on your lute, and Joy gets some bardic inspiration.
Oh, my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray.
Amazing. Great turn there. Great turn. And it is now going to be Rakesh, who is just going to try and grapple Lionel. He's like, bro, I don't want to hurt you. So he's going to make a contested athletics check, and he's going to fail because he got a nat one. Rough for Rakesh. He's just going to slip off Lionel, who is now like in his half tiger form. Cool. Rakolis, your go.
I'm going to I guess I'm going to try to stab Lionel with my sickle.
Cool. Yeah, go for it. Roll the attack.
Good choice. 10 plus 14.
14, I believe, does hit. 14 hits, yeah.
Okay. And then so I'll do my D4. So 3 plus 2 is a 5.
5, cool, great hit. Yeah, you land 5 points. Yeah, you land. You slash Rakesh across the chest. Sorry, you slash Lionel across the chest, leaving a deep cut. He roars back in your face. Cool. It is now gonna. Oh yeah, sorry.
Can I use my second War Priest? Or no?
Yeah, so you can make another attack with your sickle, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, roll it.
So, let's see. Oh, that's an 11 plus 4 is a 15.
Yeah, that hits. Roll damage.
Okay, and the D4. 4 plus 2 is 6.
4 plus 2 is 6. 6 points of damage. Great hit there. Yeah. You're doing very steady, strong damage to Lionel here. He's not bloodied or anything, but he's looking a little bit hurt.
The whole time I'm saying, this hurts me more than it's hurting you.
I love it. Cool, great turn there, Rakolis. Cool. At the foot of the altar, Flanketh, eyes fully glow, turns into the same sort of tigery form that he does. Boom, breaks out of the ropes, which does, and she comes running straight towards the tree line. This time she's gonna run at David, and she pounces at you, and she sort of like starts going on all fours in this sort of half tiger, half human form, and runs straight at you. She's gonna do that. That's gonna be 16 plus 16 plus a 3. David, that should hit, I presume, right?
Yeah.
Cool. And that is gonna do on you 1d4. Oh, that's gonna do a lowly 2 points of damage. But one thing you need to do is, can you give me a strength saving throw? So if you look at the saving throws bit, there should be something, and add your strength your strength save to whatever you roll on the d20.
Yeah. Strength. Okay, so I roll 16 and have +3.
Cool, amazing. You are not knocked prone by this claw attack, but she is going to make a second bite attack on you. And that's a 10 plus 13. 13 doesn't hit, right?
No.
Cool. Claw comes across you, doesn't quite knock you off your feet. She comes flying back in with a bite, manages to avoid it with this time. You are now face to face with Flanketh in tiger-like form. And next up is going to be Joy.
I'm going to cast Mage Armor on myself because I'm in a bit of trouble. So my armor class is now 50.
Cool. D20 roll, please.
Oh god.
For the purpose of this, you're not directly engaged. Flanketh is there, wizard leader is on the thing, and Lionel is amongst you as well.
It's a 10.
It is a 10. Cool, nothing happens. Cool, top of the round is going to be Lionel. Lionel's going to take another swipe at Rakesh. That's going to miss. Cool. Wizard Leader. He's going to start closing the distance on all of you. Actually, no, sorry. David is like halfway up the altar, aren't you? Sorry.
Yeah.
He's just going to throw another firebolt at you, David.
Okay.
That's going to hit this time. That's a 17 on the dice, so 20. And that's going to be... that's 9 points of damage.
Oh, okay.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh no!
David collapses unconscious on the ground. Just a reminder for everyone, you have health potions which can heal. I think that might be your only source of healing right now because your other healer's gone down. If you want to use a health potion on someone else, it is an action to feed them it, basically. If you want to drink it yourself, it's just a bonus action. Cool. David goes down. It is now going to be David gets skipped over. Oh, sorry, David, can you give me a death saving throw, please? So this is just a straight D20 roll.
Yeah.
No.
5.
5. You fail your first death save. You're slightly more dead, but you're not dead. You're unconscious, right? Two more before you permanently die. Oh no. Bono, your go. Actually, Bono has healing as well. That's the other option.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't want to.
I put my spell points, didn't I?
Sorry.
I used up all my spell slots, didn't I?
Did you? Yes,
Yeah,
you did. Oh no, that's unfortunate. No healing.
Oh.
Plus, Joy used my own healing potion on me, so.
Yes, she did. You're absolutely correct. Well remembered.
Don't my rations count as healing though?
Your rations do not count as healing, I'm afraid.
Okay.
Oh.
This is not good.
Okay.
You're welcome to try and steal one off someone else, or you could just keep attacking. Either's fine.
Okay. Oh god, what do I do? How far away am I from the leader wizard?
You're like easily within 30 feet.
Okay. Is it? Do I attack or do vicious mockery?
Is that a healing potion on that altar? It's red.
It's not a healing potion, no. Well, it might be a healing potion, actually, to be fair. But it's always a risk to go up and grab a random potion and drink it, right?
Better than death, maybe.
Depends what the potion is.
Yeah. Right, I'm gonna try and get the debuff in. I'm gonna do vicious mockery on the leader wizard.
Cool. So I have to make a wisdom save of, what was it?
My wisdom.
Doesn't matter. He got on that one. He failed. He has disadvantage, I think, on his next attack, and 1d4 damage. 1d4 psychic damage, please.
Cool. That's my what dice am I rolling?
So it's just a straight 1d4.
1d4. Okay. That is 3.
3 points of damage. What do you say to this wizard to mock him?
I will say. I say that he's no Dumbledore and he should give up and go home.
Oh, those words cut deep as you do 3 points of solid damage. He looks pretty hurt now. He looks a bit more hurt now. Cool. Next up is going to be Rakesh, who is going to, again, try and grapple Lionel. Rakesh slips off. Ricolis.
Did he miss again?
He missed again.
Oh my goodness. I try to stab him. Well, no, now I'm trying to see if I can knock him out with my weapon.
Cool. It's worth pointing out you do have like a couple of quite good spells as well that might be more damaging than your sickle.
I do. I have I can do Toll of the Dead.
Cool. Do you want to do that?
Yeah, no, yeah, let me do Toll of the Dead. It's a wisdom saving throw of 12.
So I have to do a wisdom saving throw of 12. Cool. He fails. Bong. Bells fill Lionel's ears.
And he's taken damage. He has missing hit points, right?
Yeah, he has missing hit points at 1d12.
Yeah, so let me grab... I don't think I've ever used a D12 before in all of my... Which one is a D12?
The one with 12 numbers on it. The 12-sided dice.
Oh, here it is. I found it.
Sorry, I'm just being a smart.
It's got little pentagons.
No, you're fine. I just didn't know like the shape of it.
Yeah, it's a pentagon one.
I got a 3.
3. Bong, like loud, sonorous bell noises fill his ears as he takes quite a bit of damage there. He's looking a bit rough. Cool. Next up is going to be... Sorry, is there anything else you want to do, Ricolis?
I shout out, someone needs to get to David.
Yeah,
and that's all.
Words. Cool. Flanketh's turn. Flanketh is now gonna... So he's already attacked David. She's gonna come charging at the tree line. This time she's gonna make an attack on Ricolis, seeing you do your sonorous attack. That's gonna be 13 plus a 3, I think. 6 points. 16, sorry. Does that hit?
Yeah, it hits. Yeah.
It hits. Cool. That does. And can you give me a strength save, please?
I scream.
Cool. 3 points of damage.
My strength save is only a 6.
6. You are knocked prone.
No.
You're knocked on your ass. She's then going to take a bonus action bite. That's a nat 20.
Oof.
So that's going to be 2d6 plus 1. Sorry, 2d6 plus 1. So that's max damage. That's max damage as well. She rolled incredibly well. That is 13 points of damage. I think you go down with that, right?
Yeah, I was at 2. Can I just say that I went down dramatically?
Yeah, you basically got hit by this claw, which poof knocked you off your feet, and then she sunk her teeth deep into your neck. As you just start to bleed out in front of her. Joy, your turn.
Ooh, Joy is beginning to wonder if maybe she should have tried diplomacy before murder. But no time for this. What's the sensible thing to do? Does David still have his own health potion on him, or did he use that?
David does still have his own health potion on him.
Okay.
He used it on himself.
Oh no, David does not still have his own health potion. Thank you for the reminder.
Oh, great.
The only health potions left are the ones on your hip and on Ricolis's hip.
Ricolis is down as well.
Ricolis is also down.
Right, okay, can I take a turn I will, as a bonus action, drink my own health potion, but also use help on David, so he will hopefully not fail another death saving throw.
I don't think you can use the help action to help with the death saving throw, because it doesn't make any sense, right?
Yeah, that's true.
You can certainly use an action. I'll allow you to use an action to make him drink his health, to steal a health. You'd have to steal it from Ricolis, essentially.
Yeah, or give him mine, but I'm already in a lot of pain.
Or give him yours, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna give him mine.
Cool.
If I die.
You run up to David. Roll me 2d4 plus 2, please. Joy.
Great. 2 plus 3 is 5, plus 2 is 7.
7. David comes back. He comes back to life with 7 hit points now. Good move.
I'm also going to use all my movement. I'm going to use all my movement that I can to get as far away from all this bullshit as possible. I'll stay in like the 220 feet range of the wizards, but I'm going to try to just not get murdered.
You managed to go up to him, and you managed to move an additional 5 feet away from him.
Yep, that works.
Cool. The wizard in front of you is like, I have you now. And again, his hands go up. Another green energy wave flows out in all directions.
Oh god.
Satara's eyes start to glow red as well at the altar, and she doesn't yet move. Nothing changes about her. His hands are visibly glowing, and now that you're closer, you can see in his hands. You can see the thing that is actually glowing is the tooth which had stabbed them all, and this is glowing a bright green.
Yeah,
David, your go.
Yes. Okay. Joy, what is your energy health at?
Shit. I am very nearly dead.
He's out.
Can I use lay my hands to return the favour and help her survive?
Absolutely.
Let's get the team.
How
back
much
together.
are you using?
Do you know what you're on?
I'm on 2.
Let's give you 3.
Divine energy flows from David, and Joy is healed up for 3 additional hit points. Great move. Lionel is still locked in a Sorry, anything else you want to do, David? I don't think you have anything you can do bonus action, right?
No, I don't think so.
Cool. Lionel is gonna take another attack. It's gonna hit, man. Lionel is like killing Rishi.
Bloody Lionel!
7. Cool. Rakesh is on his last legs by the looks of things. Cool. Next is going to be Bono.
Cool. I have a question about something in my inventory.
Yeah.
These disguise kits, like, are they for, like, is that a costume, or can I...
Yeah, it's like a costume. You would know, basically, that this would work if, say, you wanted to disguise yourself. Maybe if you wanted to disguise yourself as a wizard beforehand and go and pretend to be one of them, maybe that would work. In the middle of a fight, there's 0 chance it'll work.
So even if I was in combat, I couldn't, for example, use the disguise kit to disguise myself as part of like the tree line.
So if you want to do something like that, what you can do is you can go into the trees and take the hide action. And then you'd make a stealth roll and they'd have to try and see you. But that would take your full action, right? So you wouldn't then be able to attack or anything like that.
Didn't realise I had a hide.
Yes. So there's loads of different actions you can do. Attack is the main one. Dash is a good one. Disengage if you want to get away from someone who's attacking and so on and so forth.
Cool. And another question. Does my Vicious Mockery stack?
In what sense? So each time if they fail, they'll take 1d4, but they won't get like super disadvantage. They'll only have disadvantage on their next attack roll.
Okay. He didn't take. No, he used his action, but he didn't use it as an attack, did he?
Who was that? Sorry. So he used his action to cast some sort of magic with this tooth thing.
Okay. So I will.
Which Joy would recognize as transmutation magic, given that detect magic is still up. Like as you did this, a big burst of transmutation energy flowed up, and you saw like all of the children who were stabbed like glow with transmutation.
Okay, I'm gonna try debuff again since he didn't really attack anyone. I'm gonna again do another Vicious Mockery.
Cool. Yeah, absolutely. Roll the. Sorry, I have to roll a Wisdom save. You're doing it on the wizard this time, yeah?
Yes. Again.
Sorry. Yes, absolutely. That's going to be. What's the DC? What's the number that it says to pass? It'll say Wisdom something.
You mean the plus one?
And so for Vicious Mockery, it'll say like Wisdom save something for the other.
Wisdom save.
It should say a number next to it, DC something or the other.
It doesn't.
It should do. It'll. Well, what's your wisdom thingy?
My wisdom modifier is...
Yeah, what's your wisdom modifier?
+1.
+1, so that'll be 8 +1 +2, 11. Yeah, it passes. Nothing happens this time. You sort of say an insult to her and he brushes it off.
Okay.
Cool. Anything you want to do? I think you still have inspiration left if you want to use your bardic inspiration.
Does that stat?
You can give it to. You can give one to each person essentially.
Okay, so I can't give it to Joy again, can I?
Joy still has her existing one.
I still have, yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, still has it. So Ricolis doesn't have one, and David still has one.
Okay, I will keep hold of that.
You can also give it to yourself, to be fair.
Oh, can I?
Yeah.
It says
But I don't know if it's worth it giving it to yourself because you don't have anything that can use it, except for the rapier.
Yeah, I guess that ends my turn. I'm still in the tree line.
Cool. Okay, great. You're still in the tree line. You tried to vicious mockery, didn't work. Rakesh, third time's the charm, buddy. Third time might be the charm. That's a 9 plus 2, and then against. Yes, Rakesh this time, poof, manages to. I got you, bro. You ain't going anywhere. I ain't letting go. And he's like holding it in a firm, like, air hug. Ricolis, give me a death saving throw.
Oh no! Let me change the D20.
Lucky D20.
I'm getting a different one. Okay, we'll use this one.
Okay.
14.
14. That is a success. You feel slightly better, but you're still down. Cool. Flank Earth. She's gets up from your body. She's now going to turn her sights to Bono. This time she's a bit closer, so she's just going to go. Actually, no. She sees Rakesh like in a fierce grip, and she's just going to take a slash at him. This time she pounces, but she misses. She manages to soar past him. Cool. Joy.
I have a plan. I'm going to, in my most deceptive tone, tell the big bad wizard, hey, you just wait until the rest of our friends in the academy show up. And I'm going to use prestidigitation to, I can instantly soil an object no bigger than 1 cubic foot. So I am going to soil his pants.
You're going to soil his pants. Yeah, cool. Yeah, you soil his pants. Give me a D20 for the magic, and give me a D20 for intimidation, please. Intimidation roll.
I got 3 for the magic.
Yeah.
Is it intimidation? I was hoping for deception, but okay.
Okay, yeah, sure. You can roll deception. I don't mind deception.
Right.
Sorry, I've lost my D20.
23.
23. Yeah, he let me see what he gets on. Okay, yeah, cool. Yeah, he absolutely believes you. He says, well, I best kill you quicker then.
You should talk to us.
His hands light up on fire. He says, well, they won't be able to talk to you if you are dead.
You smell.
Oh no, what did you do? And it's now going to be Lionel's turn. Who's going to try and break out of this death grip? Gets a nat 1. He does not. It's going to be the wizard leader. He's taken your words. He's not. I guess I'll have to kill you faster then. He's going to take misses as well. That's
not what I wanted.
His fireball goes launching over your head. David.
Okay. Okay. So I want to use my inspiration.
Yeah, cool. So when you use your inspiration, you get advantage on your next attack roll.
Okay, so I would like to attack the leader of the wizards.
Cool.
With let's have a look. With my great sword.
Yeah, amazing. Roll your d20 twice.
Okay. Oh god, I got 2.
Okay.
And I got 16.
16. 16 will hit. Roll me damage.
Okay, roll what again? Damage. 1.
1. Plus, it'll be plus something. Plus 3, right?
Yes.
Cool. Does an additional 4 points of damage. Still a heavy. You managed to land a telling sword blow on him. He looks pretty bloodied now. It's next going to be Bono.
Mm-hmm.
You can see in front of you these 2 were-tigers are like fighting with like one of them's like wrapped up in Rakesh's arms, and you can see the wizard leader at the top with his tooth glowing.
Cool. I'm just reading through my additional features and traits, and it says that there's ability score increases. Is that something that I add on top?
You've already got that included in your character. There's my d20.
Okay, so in that case, I'm going to try one last time. I'm going to try and viciously mock the lead wizard.
Cool. Yeah. Give me. Yeah. So tell me what you're saying to him.
I'm going to say to him, "Boy, pal, my milkshake brings all the boys to the yard, and they're like it's better than yours."
He sort of like cowers in a little bit of fear as you say this. Roll me D4.
Oh, it's a 1.
It's a 1. Unfortunately, 1 point of damage is not enough to kill him, but like he sort of cowers in fear. He's like, He looks a bit scared as you do this. Cool, great turn. Anything else you want to use that bardic, or are you holding on to it?
Well, I think that's all I really am prepared to do at this current point in time.
Okay, fair enough. Next up is gonna. Sorry.
I could have taught him, but I had to charge.
Yeah, next up is going to be Rakesh. Rakesh is going to just keep holding on, so he's just going to... He manages to hold on. Rakolis, your go. You need to roll me a death saving throw.
Oh no. My beautiful Rakolis.
Oh, it's a 9.
It's a 9. That is 1 failure, 1 success. You're flitting between the living world and the undead world. Cool. Flank it.
Do I see my ancestors?
You do briefly see your ancestors. Half of them are saying, "Come to us, Rakolis. It is so peaceful up here in the universe." And the other half says, "No, it is not your time, Rakolis. The universe does not yet want you. Have peace and fight strong. In our name, fight!" And it's now going to be Flanker's turn, who's again going to try and pounce at Rakesh and knock him over. That time she does. Let's see if Rakesh fails to save. He manages. She slashes at him, but he manages to hold on. He still doesn't die yet. He's on his last legs though. Flanketh, the other were-tiger, pounces at Rakesh, takes a big claw out of him, and then sinks his teeth into him, and he drops unconscious as well. Not yet dead, but in that same realm, he's making death saving throws. It is now Joy's turn.
I have another plan.
Yes.
So, I can create a non-magical trinket or an illusory image that can fit in your hand and last until the end of your next turn.
Okay.
So I'm going to create, like, another version of the thing he has, like another little glowing, scary tooth-like thing.
Sure.
And in my most deceptive tone, I'm going to go, "Don't you want to stop this and see what I've got?" And I'm going to use my bardic inspiration.
Okay, cool. Give me a deception roll. You can declare you use your bardic inspiration afterwards.
Oh, cool. Well, I got a 19.
You got 19? Cool. Do you still want to use your bardic, or you're not going to?
No, I'll leave it at 19.
Cool. With a 19, he looks incredibly confused. He's like looking at the thing. He's like, "What? There's 2 of them? I must have them both." And his eyes lock on you.
Would you like me to roll wild magic as well?
Yes, please.
7. I thought that was a 1. It's a 7.
No. He locks his eyes on you, and he's like, that tooth will be mine. Double the power. All of the were-tigers will be under my control. And he launches a firebolt in your direction with disadvantage.
This is not going well.
Neither of them hit. Sorry, neither of them. It doesn't hit. It soars over your head, igniting a branch up high. It is now going to be Lionel is going to again try and break out. Oh no, sorry, Lionel's already broken out. Lionel is actually now going to come and try and attack you, Bono, but he missed with his claw attack. So you're okay. You only got 2, and is now going to be David.
Okay, so can I pay it forward any more? So can I still heal with another couple of points?
Yeah, you can heal.
Can I heal Rakolis?
Sure. Yeah. You're gonna take an attack of opportunity as you walk away from the wizard. So the wizard's basically just gonna try and like stab you with it, like gonna hit you. But he's not very strong, right? So it might even miss. Yeah, cool. Let's see what happens. Okay. He manages to stab you with a little dagger just for 2 points of damage as you like walk away. And boom, you manage to give how much hit points are you giving to Ricolis?
Can I give 3?
Is that how many you have left?
How many do I have? I can't remember if I gave 2 or 3
I think
to Joy.
you gave 3 to Joy, so I think
So
you
I
only
had
have
5,
2 left.
so I have 2.
You have 2, yeah, cool. So Ricolis comes back to life with 2 HP.
Okay.
Cool, great turn there, David. Great turn there. Next is going to be Bono.
I'm probably going to regret asking this question, but how long does my sleep spell last?
How long does your
My sleep spell, how long does it last?
a sleep spell lasts until either until they're attacked, or like someone uses their action to wake them up.
Thank God.
The wizard doesn't seem particularly interested in waking people up at the minute.
I'm trying to distract him to fuck, so.
I was going to attack the sleeping wizard and try and kill him, but you told me that. I'm not going to.
Yeah.
Well, I want to use my movement first and try and get as far away from the were-tiger that just attacked me, or tried to.
Cool. So as you do that, she's going to take an attack of opportunity on you, essentially.
Cool. Yeah.
Oh no.
Cool. She hit that, so she does 3 points of damage on you.
How many did I have before the hit?
I don't think you've been hit this fight yet, have you?
No.
No. So you have however much your max hit points is minus 3.
Okay. I'm down to 7. Cool.
Cool.
And now that I have kind of fled, I'm going to help Joy out, and I'm going to, once again, since it seemed to be working, when it hits, I'm going to do vicious mockery on the wizard.
Cool, he fails. What do you say to him? Roll me a d4 as well for damage.
I love that you're mocking him and I'm like distracting him and it's working somehow.
I know, right?
Teamwork?
Somehow working.
Oh, I had something then. I rolled a 2. So, I'm going to say... You're just a little too late, a little too wrong, and I couldn't hit you over the head with this.
I love it so much. You start singing your lute, you start singing and start playing the lute beautifully. You start mocking him. Psychic energy passes from that wonderful instrument of yours. He starts holding his head. He starts breathing, hyperventilating in front of you. And he says, no, no, no. Boom. Head, just his eyes start to glow red. Poof. Blood starts spurting out. And he drops dead in front of you. As he does this,
I think I was that annoyed.
The dagger, as he does that, boom, this blue energy flies out from the tooth that he was holding, and suddenly both Lionel and Flanker's eyes stop glowing red and go back to normal. They're still in their wide were-tiger form. Next up is going to be Rakesh, who's still holding strong. Ricolis is up. The were-tigers, as you do this, Flanker says, no, don't. We're not under their control anymore. Ricolis, what do you do?
So the were-tiger said they're not under their control?
Yeah.
Are we still in combat?
You're still in combat order. Depends what you're going to do next.
Well, for free action, I tell David, thank you for saving me. And then I get in a position like I'm going to do my bell attack again.
Cool.
And I
So what I'm
said-
gonna say is you ready your told that are dead if they try and attack someone, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Your hand reaches out, your arcane energy flows around your fingertips, and you're like, don't do anything. Flanketh immediately sheathes her claws in front of you. She transforms back into a human form. She's like, I'm sorry, we were under their control, and you're now out of combat.
Wait, you just wear tigers now? Like, is that just a thing? Is that the powers you found in the temple here? This is... Okay.
That's pretty cool.
As you come out of combat now, all of you sort of go back on the thing. You've completely killed this wizard. The other wizard is still alive, but he's asleep.
Let's tie him up while he sleeps. Just
cool. You tie him up. Lionel comes over to you. He's like, "I'm so sorry. I don't know what came over me." And he apologizes to Bono. Flanketh apologizes to you, David. All we could see was just red. You just felt like our enemies. Thank you for freeing us. But we seem to be able to still do this. And she turns into like this tiger hybrid, and then transforms again into like a full actual tiger, and then back into a human.
Okay. I'm gonna get one of these stones out and then quickly Argyle that we got the kids.
Yeah,
please
cool.
send an extra boat.
Cool. Yeah, you do that. You hear back. You get like a text message from Argyle saying, well done. I knew you'd be able to succeed. All alive and well. I hope. Hopefully, no nasty transformations or any. No one's any worth for the while. Rakesh, by the way, is still making death saving throws on the side, but he passed one. He's bleeding out.
A question.
Yes.
Can I search the dead wizard's clothes for anything that looks out of the ordinary?
Cool. Give me a quick investigation check.
Robbing with health potions. Great plan.
Yeah.
I think there's one health potion left, right?
I have one. 15 plus 1, so 16.
Cool. You go through the bodies. You find a few scraps of paper. You sort of find a few notes on what happened here, and as you sort of quickly flick through it, you see what happened is the boys had sorry, not the boys. The students had awakened the power of the tiger, which had essentially infected them, and when they were stabbed by this, that allowed them to be controlled by them. And you sort of start to untie everyone. I'm going to say Lionel goes over and fixes up Rakesh, who comes back up. Looks very weak, but he's alive. You sort of untie everyone, and you find one more thing. You find what you recognize as an immovable rod with a little clicky button to freeze it in place. And with that, with everyone, is there anything else anyone wants to do whilst you're here?
No, I hand off the papers and everything off to Joy. Because I'm not very smart.
I go up, well, I'm not the smartest either, but I guess I'm charming enough to pretend I am, so sure, I'll carry these.
I would like to request Bono give us one more song at this place.
Yes.
Sure. Okay, do I roll anything for that, or...?
Give me a performance check.
Yes!
Oh yeah, that's the thing as well. Okay. Ooh, okay. 19 plus 5, 24.
Ooh.
Okay.
With this, a beautiful song starts playing through.
What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Stand a little taller. Doesn't mean I'm lonely when I'm alone. What doesn't kill you makes us brighter. Ships even lighter. Mean I'm over because you're gone. I'm not going to go any higher because I think my makes him come home and he's gone to bed.
As you're doing this, a beautiful song comes over. Joy can't help but throw out a few thaumaturgy candles light up all around you. Sparks fly everywhere. And one last wild magic surge occurs.
3.
With 3. I already rolled one. I already rolled a d20 on my side for an at 1.
Oh God.
And all of you become invisible for 30 seconds. And that is where I'm going to end the session tonight.
Beautiful.
Thank you,
Go
everyone.
team.
Well done, everyone.
Well done. You all managed to come out alive.
That was awesome, Ashara. That was spectacular. Well done. Thank
Well
you so
done.
much, everyone.
Thank you for
That was a
hosting.
beautiful map as well.
Thank you.
It was, yeah. No, that that was brilliant. Okay, so this has been the Extreme Improv Games Night. We've been playing Dungeons and Dragons. Again, I just want to say, everyone give Shara a huge round of applause for being our Dungeon Master and taking us through this as our Games Master of the evening. We will arrange another one of these soon. Thank you, Bono, for the songs, the soundtrack throughout as well.
I wish I knew how to play this. It's just like grandmother's mandolin.
That's
It's a
very
beautiful
cool.
instrument.
It looks the
Beautiful
part, if nothing
instrument.
else. Okay, very quickly, do we want to say anywhere where anyone can find anyone on social media? Shall we do one of those?
Sure.
Shara, do you want to take us off on this one?
Cool. Yeah, you can follow my improv group at Bandana Improv at basically all the social medias. Well, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all of those. Follow us. Hopefully we'll have shows once lockdown's over. But yeah.
Okay, awesome. Bono, how about you?
I again don't have any public social media to advertise. I am part of the Portsmouth Improv experience, and I occasionally come on here sometimes.
Yeah, okay. Ricolis, Shalita.
Hey, you can find me on Instagram and TikTok at Simple Plush Toy. I'm also part of Improv Chattanooga, but I think we're on a break for this month. But we'll have more stuff coming up afterwards.
Okay, Joy.
Well, I'm spread out all over the place right now, but if you follow Fox and Orchid Theatre Company, I will link things there.
Okie dokie. My name's David Pistansky. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at David Pistansky. Obviously, this is hosted here tonight on the Extreme Improv channel. We are on Facebook, on Instagram, on TikTok, on Twitter, on Twitch, on YouTube. Go to any of these websites / Extreme Improv and you'll find us. I will just mention again, as I have been for the last couple of weeks, that a couple of exciting things coming up is that next month we're going to have the Extreme Improv XStreamed World Championship, which will be a miniature, I don't know what the scope of it, we'll see how big it goes, but a virtual theatre festival, including a week-long of shows in the middle of it, which will crown the first ever Extreme Improv XStreamed World Champion. Other than that, yes, this has been the games night. We're going to do more of these soon. Hopefully have all of these guys back and some of the others that done our previous one, and maybe some new faces as well. I know I'm raring to lead a werewolf game, but there's some others that people have wanted to do as well. So, but we should definitely do some more D&D. This was great. Okay, until next time, I will say goodbye. Good night, everyone. Stay safe.
Bye.